and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Baseball. And as you can already tell, the Jay Trident podcast isn't here today. He actually decided to go to the Arizona Diamondbacks game, which are playing the Mariners, by the way. And the Mariners are coming off of a nice 2 of 3 in the last two series, which was against the Minnesota Twins with amazing comeback efforts. And then it was also Toronto Blue Jays previously, where they also had a 2 out of 3. And since the Jarred Kelenic injury, the Mariners have been 5-2 since the injury. So they have really stepped up. And hello, Chris. Thank you for being on this show. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, and make sure all your friends do as well. Because I know you guys pulled me into that Facebook, no, not that Facebook group. It was that Instagram group. So make sure all your friends are participating as well. Hello, Flick, one of our biggest fans. He is on the show today. And we're just trying to, and I'll keep you guys updated, because what could happen, what might happen is Jay Trident might pay a little bit of a visit for the show, but he is at the stadium right now, so the chances of that is pretty low. Now, what is in store today? We've got the Seattle Mariners against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and on the mound today, it is Logan Gilbert. And Logan Gilbert, you got to check this out. I just checked out these stats. On the road, he is 6-1 with a 3.26 ERA in 11 starts, compared to his home record of 2-4 with a 4.67 ERA. So the Mariners will be looking to take advantage of today, especially with Logan Gilbert's good pitching. But who will they be taking advantage against? They will be going up against none other than Tommy Henry, who is pitching today. I put in the wrong Henry for starter today for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Wow, I just realized that for my fantasy baseball team. But right now he is 5-3 with a 4.01 ERA. He has struck out 58 batters. He has a pretty relatively high whip. So hopefully the Mariners can whip him out into pieces. So we will see. And other inspiring things that have, oh yes, Mike has bailed. Yep, I won't even explain why. So I mean, I was thinking about bailing too, but sometimes you just got to show up, and at least I get pitching and offense too. So, but yes, Mike did update me that he might join later on today, but we don't know yet. So we'll have to see. But other inspiring things that have happened, we had Dylan Moore hit 2 home runs in the game where the Mariners won 8-7. In that heart attack game, and it really should have been an easy win on that one. And then you had Julio Rodriguez hitting 3 home runs in those last 2 games. So the Mariners have been playing very well since that Jarred Kelenic injury. They are 5-2. So other things too, and since my buddies aren't here today, you're going to have to deal with the commercials unless you guys can contribute to a total of $50. And I'll even keep track to make sure I'm not pocketing too much money. And yes, you can call me an extortionist, but, well, when 2 of my buddies aren't here, what do you really expect? So you will have to deal with some commercials today. Other things, too, that we are looking to do in the show, may do some push-up incentives. So what could happen in this? So, for example, if, like, let's say Ty France hits a home run, it will be worth how many push-ups? I think I'm going to make it 50 push-ups, as Ty France has been struggling today. But other than that, let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Mariners today, as they are squaring off against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now let's take a look and see who it is. At leadoff hitter, you got J.P. Crawford, where he does belong, along with Julio Rodriguez at number 2, which I don't like. I think you should have kept him at number 5. It was one of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it moments, but not liking this. And then you got Eugenio Suarez at the 3rd spot, then Teoscar Hernandez at cleanup, Cal Raleigh number 5, Tom Murphy at DH. So we're going to have Tom Murphy and Cal Raleigh in a single lineup today. Hopefully none of them get hurt today. Then you got Ty France, who is down to 7th, and rightfully so, as he has struggled throughout this entire season. Then you got Dylan Moore, who has been heating up just a little bit. Maybe we should look at some Dylan Moore stats. And yeah, let's take other than, and after that, it's Jose Caballero, the underdog of this season, the dark horse. Now, I'm going to go over to Dylan Moore's numbers, as he has been playing very well this week since the Jared Kelenic injury. And I know I said that a lot, but let's go to Dylan Moore and see where he is at. So I'm going to Dylan Moore, going to game logs 2023. Man, it's a lot more work when you don't have those guys. But over the last week, since the start of the Toronto series, Dylan Moore has been batting .462 with a .533 on base percentage. He has struck out 5 times compared to a walk, but he did make it up with 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, and 6 hits. And as of now, the Mariners are 4.5 back from the wild card. And for the division, they are only 7.5 back from the leading Texas Rangers. But you got to watch out for the Houston Astros, as not only do they have Yordan Alvarez and Jose Altuve coming back, you also got to deal with the fact the Mariners just traded for Kendall Graveman, which, in my opinion, they really should have went for him, because Mariners actually do need help in the bullpen. But, well, it looks like Dipoto is not going to be doing any of that. Let's see. 500 push-ups every time you show up. No, I'm not agreeing to that. Sorry, I'm not going to consent to that. I used to do 50 push-ups whenever we would get a home run. Maybe I'm thinking about that. And then we got third like, because it helps more than you think. Thank you. Make sure to hit that like button. And the 12s, hello. Yes, thank you. And also, as you can see, I'm at 597 subs. For some reason, I'm cursed when I get to 600, because as soon as I get to 600, either the YouTube algorithm just audits me out, or I just have bad luck with it. So if you can hit that subscribe button and do it in the honest way too, and make sure that you are watching my content, because YouTube really does track that really well. They track it like crazy. Now, looks like they're in commercial break right now. And after all the talking that I have been doing, I'm afraid I'm going to have to torture you guys, but here it is.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And if you are looking for those services, 206-992-4465. Again, 206-992-4465. And then use the promo code Modern Rooftop to get 20% off of your first use. And you're going to want to call this number as soon as you can, because he is getting a little bit booked up, as he has been getting some type of projects. So go ahead and take that call and take advantage of this offering, because the guys that are doing the project right now, they don't know about this 20%. Yeah, what's up? I can't even say your name. Sorry, but welcome to my show. And make sure, once again, hit that subscribe button whenever you can. Hooters sponsorship, I wouldn't think so. I didn't even think Hooters was still a thing these days. Just don't make a subscriber video, because the youth. Yeah, I think I learned that the hard way when I did that Barry Bonds video, because YouTube really did curse me. But they were nice to me when I hit the 500, when I hit the 400. I guess it is a curse, so maybe I shouldn't do it anymore. So I guess it's not happening. All right, so where are we at? It looks like they are about to warm up. Looks like they are getting ready to go. And we got J.P. Crawford, who's going to be leading off. He is batting .261. And before we do, let's take a look at some of the trades that did happen. So Kendall Graveman did get traded to the Houston Astros for catching prospect Corey Lee. Now, let me take a look and see who Corey Lee even is. Corey Lee is just a prospect at 24 years old. He strikes out a lot, But now here is J.P. Crawford going up against Tommy Henry. And here's the pitch. And that is a line drive. And that is a base hit going into the corner. J.P. Crawford I would think he's going to be running the second. He is actually just jogging in the second. And he will get in for a double. And he's doing that cringy bow and arrow thing. I think he really should have just hustled for third base. Didn't really like the lack of hustle in that one. But the Mariners do have a man on second base. It was a nice hit going into the right field, and just in one pitch, he already just whacks at it and is already in second base with a leadoff double. I think he could have ran, I don't know. I mean, maybe it wasn't lack of hustle after all, but now we got Julio Rodriguez, who has also been very hot in this past week, and here is the pitch, and that is low for ball one. As Julio Rodriguez, he has been playing very well in this last stretch, and in the entire Twins series. He's now batting .250 with 17 home runs and 55 RBIs. He has certainly heated up in the second half. It's amazing how he got into the All-Star game. Here's the pitch, and that is a broken bat line drive, and that's a base hit. Well, J.P. Crawford, no, he is going to stay at third base, and already there is men on first and third. And in just 3 pitches, we got 2 men on base right now. So hopefully we can get some momentum out of that one. And there was a nice broken bat, and that broken bat went into the shortstop, almost went into J.P. Crawford's directions. And now it looks like they're starting out nice. And also, guys, do me a favor. Don't put any of the highlight stuff until I say so, because I don't want any spoilers. You guys do that. I will play that commercial. We got Eugenio Suarez. He is batting third, which I don't really agree with, but we'll see how it goes. And he takes it for a ball. Just barely outside. I really thought that was going to be a strike. But now it is a 1-0 count, and the Mariners are already just jumping on it. Eugenio's hits 8 of the last 10 games safely. Still don't even know what that is. But now here is the 1-0 pitch, and there is a runner going to second, and that is going to be safe. Well, JP stays, and yep, Julio Rodriguez gets in the second for a stolen base. And now you would think, hopefully, as long as the ball does not stay in the infield, hopefully the worst case scenario, we see at least a sacrifice fly in this situation. Good heads up hustling by Julio Rodriguez. Now let's see if they can if Suarez can take advantage of it, because he is a dangerous player when it comes to runners and scoring position. He is batting .276 with 5 home runs and 48 RBIs. So he will drive those runs. And now here's Henry, 5 pitches in, and here is the pitch, and that is ball 2. Eugenio, he is being very patient at the plate right now. Not those would have been great pitches anyway. And guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and make sure you do so. And now here is Eugenio Suarez. There's the pitch, and that is ball 3, 3-1 now. We know now how this goes. I don't think you want to walk on this one. If I were Suarez, just try to hit the living crap out of it, because you don't want the bases loaded with no outs. And I'm very curious what the Mariners' stats are with the bases loaded with no outs, because usually they don't do well with the bases loaded with no outs. Suarez, he's waiting. 3-1 pitch, and that is line drive foul. And yep, I told him to do that, but you know the old saying, be careful what you wish for, because next thing you know, Suarez just doesn't, well, I don't know. He usually strikes out when it's a 2-strike, because he is a high strikeout hitter. Here's Suarez batting .226. He's looking for something. Here's the pitch, and check swing, did he go? Yes, he did, and strike 3, as looks like it barely just happened, but at least the Mariners don't have the bases loaded, and there's no double play threat, right? You would think. Man, if the Mariners don't get out of this, they're really in deep trouble, because you really cannot get out of the bases loaded, because it will kill the momentum. Tommy Henry. I added the wrong Henry, embarrassingly so. And now here's Teoscar Hernandez, batting .239 with 16 home runs. And here's the pitch, and he takes it low for a ball. I mean, I'm not going to settle a walk on this one. You got to go aggressive and go after it. We'll just have to see where it goes. Teoscar is batting .315 with 3 home runs and 43 RBIs. Here's Teoscar, and here's the pitch, and low for ball 2. It's like the Henry is. I mean, I'm surprised that they have not gone for an intentional walk, because, I I mean, you should have gone for an intentional walk on Eugenio Suarez because you would have easily gotten yourself out of that one with the bases loaded, knowing the Mariners. Here's Hernandez. He's waiting. And here is the pitch. And that is ball 3. And Henry, he is struggling to find his location right now. It's a 3-0 count. He's already on 12 pitches, only has 1 out so far. And looks like they just decided to intentionally walk the man. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out, and everyone knows how this goes. And looks like the pitching coach is coming out, and looks like they're going to have a little chat. I mean, if I were the manager, I would just say this, and I'm just going to paraphrase it right now. I will show the screen really quickly. I'll be like, hey, yo, pitcher, just calm down. It's the Mariners. They're just going to find every bit of way to just screw it up. Like, you'll be fine. Like, it's all good. Like, you're good. It's the Mariners. They can't score with the bases loaded. They never do. So that's what he's probably telling him right now. And I'm really going to double check what their stats are with the bases loaded because it's probably not very promising at all. And here it is. I have the stats. The Mariners with the bases loaded. Interesting. They actually have the second most scoring runs in the league with the bases loaded, batting .349. This has to be a typo. And there's a line drive, and that is a base hit. And there goes Crawford. He is going to score. And Julio, I would think he scored. Yes, he does. And the Mariners are up, and Teoscar nearly got himself out at third base with a boneheaded base running move. Yeah, the hitting was so shocking that I completely just stuttered that. And wow, Cal Raleigh and the Mariners are already jumping. And that was a curveball, and that was a line drive. And he did it on the right side of the bat. And wow, looks like Mariners are up 2-0 already. And now the Mariners, I must do this. The Mariners did score. And I got to change the scoreboard, of course. And then here's Tom Murphy. And that was a little bit of a pitch in. But that will be a ball. No, yep, that was a ball. That just went completely inside. Tom Murphy, he's been having a 5-game hitting streak. He's been hitting very well for the Mariners, especially in this month. And here's the pitch. And there is a fly ball in the gap, and that is going to drop. That's got to get in 2 more runs, and that is going in for a double. Teoscar will score, and right behind him is Cal Raleigh. He will also score, and the Mariners are up 4-0 with a 1-out double by Tom Murphy, and his hot hitting streak continues. Now he is at his 6-game hitting streak, and next thing you know, 15 pitches in, the Mariners are up 4-0. Unbelievable. What an offensive drive by the Seattle Mariners. 4-0. And people and all the haters out there saying, oh, the Mariners offense sucks. They're the problem. The pitching is fine. No. I mean, look at that. Mariners are on fire right now. Let's keep it going. Here's Ty France. If he can get anything in, if he gets an RBI, I will do 25 push-ups on commercial break. And if he hits a 2-run homer, I'll give you guys 50 push-ups on commercial break. How's that? And if you guys pay me another $5, I'll double them. And then here's Ty France. He's waiting. He's batting .245 with 7 home runs. And here's Ty France. Here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Is already down to his final strike. Yes, but offense may have not been good, but the pitching is also just as guilty as well. You know me. I'm a Mariners offense apologist, as you can tell. And here's Ty France. And look at the fans. They're already walking up. And looks like those are Mariner fans, actually. There they are, just getting their seats. And here's the pitch. And foul ball once again. He is fighting it off. Ty France, the lefties seem to be a specialty. He bats .322 with 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. And in case if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button as quickly as you can. Mariners are up 4-0 in the top of the first. And here is the pitch to Ty France. And that is outside for a ball. Finally a ball. And can Ty France keep extending this? Because you know that 4 runs is not going to be enough for the Seattle Mariners. You just know that it's just not going to be enough. It just never is enough for the Seattle Mariners. All right, here is Ty France. He is 1-2 pitch and a swing and a foul tip. Barely just fights it off. I mean, you would think that that would have been a sure thing of a strikeout, but I guess not. And the Trident, I wonder if he's going to take credit for his good luck charm, and who knows? Hope I can see him on the camera. And now here is Ty France. He's batting. He's at 1-2. And here is the pitch. And it's down low, and he's not swinging hard this time. I think something tells me that putting him 7th in the spot really did put in some discipline where he is not chasing as much, at least for this at-bat. And J.P. Crawford, he's relaxing, along with Cal Raleigh. Ty France with a 2-2 count, 21 pitches for Henry. Here's the pitch, and that is a ball, and that just barely that was called a ball. That should have been a strike. And now, can Ty France at least get on base? At least he should try to get a hit on this one because you don't want to get in the double play situation. All right, and here's Ty France. And here is the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And how did he get fooled by that one? Well, I'm off the hook from those push-ups because Ty France just can't do it. He just doesn't look at that. Just swung and missed. And stuff like that is what could kill the momentum. But let's hopefully it doesn't. All right. Yep, Ty France struggles continues. That is an understatement. But here's Dylan Moore, who has been batting very hot this week. And here's the pitch. He takes it for a ball. Dylan Moore, a much more patient hitter than Ty France ever will be. Dylan Moore is now at 186 with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs. He's already at halfway towards Ty France's home run numbers, and he did it in just less than a month, I will say. That's embarrassing. That's pretty concerning for Ty France. And here is the 1-0 pitch. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did, and that was a very obvious call. And you would think that Dylan Moore does not swing at stuff like that. That's very uncharacteristic of him to swing stuff like that. Dylan Moore, 7th start in the left field since Jarred Kelenic has been injured. And now here is Dylan Moore with the 1-1 count. Here it is, and that is a ball. And that's the stuff you like about Dylan Moore is he is he's very patient at the plate for the most part. I almost said healthy. I mean, he is healthy for now, which is why I'm knocking on that wood. And now Dylan Moore, he's waiting. It's 2 outs so far. And here is the 2-1 pitch. And he takes it for a strike, and that was outside. And even I thought that was a strike, but I will put it as a -1 for the umpire. And that Mariners score and I think that was also the jinx too. So I'll take the blame for that. All right, here's Dylan Moore. He's waiting on a 2-2 count. Here it is. And that is swinging a pop fly, and that should do it. And they're still running. He is there. He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Mariners come away with 4 runs in the inning, and the Mariners lead it 4-0. And here comes Logan Gilbert. And what an inning for the Seattle Mariners that was. And Henry with already 28 pitches. Now and commercial break. Now I'm going to engage with you guys with my fantasy baseball team, and I'll let you give me some opinions on my team as well. I just got to see how they're doing right now because, one, I put the complete wrong Henry on the team. But right now, this is my team. It's called Fire Scott Service. I'm currently winning 221-149. Here's my players, and you guys can let me know if you like them or not. I got Will Smith, Christian Walker, Gleyber Torres, Manny Machado, Bo Bichette, Julio Rodriguez, Brian Reynolds, Brandon Nimmo, Jose Ramirez, Justin Verlander, Bassett, Blake Snell, Bautista, Luzardo, Yu Darvish, and Nelson. I put in the wrong pitchers. And of course, this guy's going to say I'm doing terrible. But come on, I have Julio. And also I have Jarred Kelenic in my IL right now. But now I got to change the banner, of course, because I want to be a little bit more up to date this time. But Mariners are up 4-0, and the Mariners, they really got to find a way to contain this lead because we all know that 4 runs is never enough. If you're at the casino, go ahead and make a bet against the Mariners. Julio always can be good. Yep, you do like Manny and the Bow. Justin sucks right now, though. Yep, sounds about right. Yeah, Justin Verlander is doing terrible. I'm at 601. Congratulations to myself, but we all know what YouTube does. It does audit the living crap out of it. So this time I am not going to celebrate at all. I'm just going to leave it as is. So I'm not going to jinx it this time because every time. Oh, and we are back from the break at this very moment. Logan Gilbert, he is a force when he is playing on the road. So if I were Logan Gilbert, just keep playing on the road, I guess. Logan Gilbert's only walked 21 batters this season. He does pitch a lot of strikes. I will say that. And now here's Logan. It's the 4-0, 4-0 Mariners, and he takes it for a ball for Gerardo Perdomo. He is batting .281 with 5 home runs and 37 RBIs. Yep, I'm 3 pitches behind. Too bad for you. And here's the pitch, and that is a foul ball. Let me see if I can go a little bit more forward. I really can't. That's as live as my game coverage does get, unfortunately. But yeah, it is unfortunate where I am right now. But he is now at 1-2. And now Logan Gilbert. And here is the pitch. That is low for ball 2. It looks like my game just froze for the moment. And now it's a 2-2 count for Geraldo Perdomo. And now here is Logan. He is winding. And here is the 2-2 pitch. And that is a foul ball. Gerardo is already putting some work on him. And now I really got to look up this guy and see what this kid is all about. Geraldo Perdomo. Been playing since 2021 with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This has been one of his better seasons so far. And here's the pitch. And that is strike 3 called, and that is 1 out. And yes, Geraldo, he does play very well disciplined on the plate. It's very tough to strike out this guy. Bats .281 with a .392. I mean, he does strike out, but he does make it up with walks. He has improved greatly since his last season. Last season, he struggled with a .285 on base percentage, batted .195, and now he is their leadoff hitter at this very moment. Yes, how's it going, Sleepy? It's going great. We had a little bit of a chat with the, what's that name? The Mariner Mojo, I guess. And now here's Logan, and here's the pitch. And that is a ball. Ketel Marte, batting .291 with 17 home runs and 55 RBIs. He was one of the top prospects for the Seattle Mariners back at the time, but then he was traded in the package for Mitch Haniger and Gene Segura. And now here's the pitch. Oh, and that just slipped out of his hand. That almost could have hit him, but thankfully it bounced. And I don't know where Colton is, by the way, flick of the switch. But yes, we're at bottom of the first. Help me get to 1,000 subs if you can. If you get me to 1,000 subs, maybe I'll stop doing commercials for a month. And now here is the 2-1 pitch. And that is a ground ball, and that is a base hit for Ketel Marte as he gets to first base. Is Colton the other guy from the Mariners Mojo? I mean, doesn't he always get mad at people that disagree with him? I think it's like Colton and the other guy name is Joe or something. There's a lot of Joes in this Mariners community, I will say. But yes, Logan Gilbert in just 10 pitches, he's already given up a hit. Just like that. I mean, the Mariners really got to get themselves out of this as quickly as they can. And yes, it is Colton. That is true. And now here's the pitch. It's up high for a ball, and Logan is struggling with his control a little bit. Mariners Mojo's annoying. Chris, tell me about Mariners Mojo. Like, what's your issues with them? Corbin Carroll batting .288. Now, man, this is a very stacked offense for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and that is a foul ball. But yeah, surprisingly so, the Mariners are second in bases loaded. That is very surprising. And now here's the 1-1. And that is a ball again. Logan Gilbert struggling with his control a little bit. This is what happens when the Mariners score runs. Then the pitching and the defense just gets a little bit complacent. It makes it very concerning. Corbin Carroll, here's the pitch. And the foul ball. The good news is at least that is a strike 2, but you really got to get him out. Looks like about 2 weeks ago, he was predicting the Mariners to win the division. Well, I think the Mariners still can. So, it's not like I'm far off from him. It's just they can win the division. It's still possible. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. That is ball 3. Logan Gilbert I think he's showing a little bit of a complacency. He gets that 4-run offense, but you really cannot be complacent on that. I will say that. And time has been called. Mariners are 18-15 in series openers. Oh, thanks, Flick of the Switch. I'm also delusional. Thank you very much. Corbin Carroll is waiting on a 3-2 pitch. And here it is. And that is a ground ball, and that could be trouble. The throw to first base, and he is out and barely gets him out. Corbin Carroll barely got out. And good heads-up play by Jose Caballero as it did go over Ty France's head. Good hustling play by Jose Caballero as he did save that team a run. They easily could have scored on that kind of a blooper. Yep, there was a bouncer. Just went above Ty France's head. And Caballero threw it to first base. Barely got the out. I wonder if there's going to be any kind of review on that one. No, he's out just barely. Flick of the switch. Come on. The Mariners are not winning division. You never know. If Mariners can just make a freaking move at the trade deadline, then there is a chance. 7 games isn't crazy. It's a lot less crazy than being down 13 games. And here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball, and looks like that is going to go. Is it going to go? But Julio catches it, and that will retire the side. And there's no runs, 1 hit, and they barely got themselves out of it. And now I'm going to play the commercial. Unless you guys give me $5, I got to play the commercial because I just need to rest my voice.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And as you can tell, I just got back from the break, and now we're at the top of the second. And once again, use this phone number and use this promo code whenever you can. It's possible, but we have to play 700 ball. Yeah, it's true. But the wild card is very much doable. I mean, can we all agree with that the wild card is very much doable? I mean, I don't think anyone can sound any more delusional for that. But the Mariners really got to win this series. More like sweep. You want to sweep the series, and it's not because I'm not saying that 2 out of 3 is good enough. It's just that you're playing a non-divisional, and you're not playing an American League team. So there's no wild card changing factors. Like when you play National League, you have to not only win, but you have to depend on other teams to lose. So a sweep against this team would be ideal. And here's Jose Caballero. He's waiting for his first pitch, takes it for a ball, and that was up high. Yeah, wild card is definitely possible, for sure. And here's the pitch, 1-0. And that is a ground ball, just hooking foul. And Flick of the Switch, can you send me the video for the Mariners mojo saying that they could win the division, which they said 2 weeks ago? could you find that video for me? Because I would like to show it during commercial break. As if I'm on 7 views already. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Here's the pitch, and that is already a strike 2. What do I use to watch the game? I'm using my tablet right now on Xfinity. I know I'm not supposed to show it for a very long time. Otherwise, I'd be copyrighted the crap out of. And then here's the 1-2. And that is popped up, and that is going to Christian Walker. There, he makes the catch. He's on my fantasy team, by the way. And thank you, Flick of the Switch, because I would like to find that video. And they're showing and dwelling about the first inning, but we got to move on from that. We got to keep scoring the runs, because 4 runs for this team is clearly never enough, because whenever the offense steps up, yes, it's the Xfinity app on my tablet. And now here's J.P. Crawford, and here's the pitch. He takes it for a strike, and that's the first time he doesn't swing at a pitch, because last time he swung at it, it was a leadoff double. J.P. Crawford, he did really get the ball rolling on this inning. He's already batting consecutively. And here is the 0-1 pitch, and takes it for a strike. That's going to have to be a -2, as that was out of the strike zone, according to the computer. So that's going to be a -2 for the umpire. Next 3 coming games in the homestand, we got the Boston Red Sox. So make sure you get tickets to that game, or tune in to my show on Monday with the Jay Trident podcast. And then here is the pitch, 0-2, and takes it down for a ball. Oh, yeah, Sleepy. I was going to talk about that trade. I'll go ahead and talk about that trade after this commercial, after this inning, after this portion of the inning. All right, J.P. Crawford, 24 doubles. He's been playing pretty well this season with 8 home runs. And here's the pitch, and foul ball. Yep, hanging foul. But yes, thanks for that thought. I will get to that Kendall Graveman trade as soon as this part of the inning is over. All right, here's J.P. Crawford. He's waiting. It's a 1-2 pitch. Looks like there was going to be time for the moment, but I guess not. And here is the pitch, the 1-2 pitch. And he takes it for a ball. It is 2-2. And, man, I really could use some guys over here like the Trident or Mike. Any of you are there? That'd be fantastic. So I could save my voice a little bit. And here's JP with a 2-2. And that is a swing. And to Christian Walker, that is out. Very questionable swing, because that easily could have been a ball. And they're advertising for the Felix Hernandez. And speak of, I am looking to make a Felix Hernandez 3-part series video throughout the week for the Felix Hernandez. So stay tuned for that. As I am writing the script right now, having a friend taking a look at that. So keep your eyes on those. Now here's Julio Rodriguez, and here is the pitch. And that is a ball. Julio Rodriguez is already 1 for 1 with a stolen base, and he already scored a run. Really does help the Mariners a lot. Batting .252 with 17 home runs. Keep getting that batting average up. And here's the 1-0, and he takes it inside. That is going to be 2-0 for Julio Rodriguez. And Flick of the Switch, got any updates on that video? Because I would love to see it. And here is the 2-0. And here it is. That is 3-0. And let's take a walk. Like, I would red light this one because I just like to get on base unless we think that Henry's going to stay in control and just pitch a strike right down the middle. But let's just see what happens. Here is the 3-0 pitch, and he does take it for a strike, and that was a really good pitch by Henry. He put it inside. That's a hitter's worst nightmare. You never want to hit in the inside. It just doesn't end well, especially when it hits the skinny part of the bat. All right, here is the 3-1 pitch, and that is a fly ball to deep left field. Is it going to go? Is it going to hold? And that is caught. I feel like when I get too enthusiastic about it, I feel like I just jinx it. But that was a really beautiful swing. And wow, the inning is already over. That was a 1-2-3 inning. We got to get that 1-2-3 from Logan Gilbert. Now, going to the Kendall Graveman trade, here is what happened. It was on July 28th, today, the Astros acquired Kendall Graveman from the Chicago White Sox for catcher prospect Corey Lee. The Astros selected Lee in the first round. He was a first-round pick in the 2019 draft. He had hopes to be the catchers of the future, but he has hit 264 in 324 minor league games. He made his major league debut last season, hitting 160 in 12 games. He's batting .283 in 68 games at AAA. So knowing that kind of – I guess there was value there just because it was a first-round pick, but the guy is like what? Corey is like 24 years old. He's been dangling around in the minor leagues for quite some time. I mean, I just wonder if the Mariners could have pulled off a similar trade where they could have given up maybe one of their lowly prospects for Kendall Graveman, which I think it could have been possible. He does strike out a lot too in the minor league level. So I really do think the Mariners could have dealed in someone for Kendall Graveman, because with that, flick of the switch. Just put the link here, and I'll do a. Oh yeah, you're right. Send it on my Twitter or my Instagram, and it's gonna be Rooftop Mariner on either of those. Something like that. But most games decided by 1 or 2 runs in July. Mariners are 9-5. They are the second best team in baseball, so I guess they are a little bit clutch. Let me see if I got the video. I don't see it as of now. I don't think I got it yet. Nope, I haven't gotten it yet. But now here is Logan Gilbert against Dominic Canzone. Here's the pitch, and he takes it for a ball. Dominic Canzone already 2-0 right now. Here's another at 3-0. Wow. What? 3-0. That's just scary. And flick of the switch. I have not seen it yet. But here is the 3-0. And that time it is a strike. Or maybe put it in the comments, and I'll try to copy and paste. I'll figure something out. Here's a 3-1. And that is a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. And we've already – that's 2 hits given up by Logan Gilbert. I mean, this is why the Mariners have to keep scoring, because no matter how much the Mariners score, it's just never going to be enough. Did you make sure to send it to Rooftop Mariner? That's what it should have been. I'll have like 31 followers in the Twitter. And here is Lourdes Gurriel Jr., 15 home runs, another big bat. And that's going to be a strike this time. You put it in the replies. All right, let me check it again. I'm getting a little bit distracted now that I think of it. And here's the pitch, and that is going to be a ball. That's going to be a 1-1. Here it is, and that is a fly ball, and that is hooking foul. Oh, that one took a really nice bounce. Interesting. I'm not getting anything, Flick. I'm really sorry. Let me see if it's on my phone or something. Yeah, I got nothing. Just put it in the chat. I'll figure something out. Here's the 1, or just give me the name of the video and I'll figure it out from there. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And we got 1 out on the board so far for the Mariners. And in case if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Bottom second. It's giving me time to do a subscriber check of see where I'm at, because I really have to get to 1,000 quick. Still stuck at 601. At least it hasn't dropped. Logan Gilbert 3-0 in his last 4 starts. And that is a strike. Trying to figure out who this guy is. He's got a nice little beard. And here's the 0-1. And that is a ground ball. Could it be a double play ball? Caballero flips it to second. And there was no throw to first, as Crawford would have not had enough time, but at least nobody advanced. So it's going to be there for a fielder's choice. And now we still got a guy at first. Logan Gilbert has 28 pitches. It's a little bit above of what I would like to see. Here's Jake McCarthy, batting .259 with 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. And that is a line drive. Could that be trouble? Yes, it will. Will go to Dylan Moore, but that will hold them to first and second. The 2023 MLB second half is going to be insane. Oh, yeah. All right, yeah, I'll go to that video and we'll just go from there. But that was a nice little line drive. The 22-minute video, wow. I'm going to definitely have to split those into commercials. Yeah, I found the flick of the switch. Thank you very much. But yes, I'll play it on the next commercial break. And now here is the pitch. And that is fly ball popped up, and that should be doable. But a little bit of a running trouble. Is there communication? Yes, and Dylan Moore has made the catch, and the Mariners got out of a little bit of a scary jam. There was 2 hits, 2 men left on, and the Mariners still lead 4-0. I really love doing that. Now I'm going to go to sharing the screen, going to show this YouTube video. You better love me for this.
Has been super weird in 2023. As you can tell by the playoff picture right here, the Marlins, the Reds, the Diamondbacks, they're all in the playoff picture, which I don't think anybody could have predicted. I know we sure didn't before the season started. Joe, how do you feel about our predictions thus far?
I mean, the biggest misses for us have definitely been on the Mets and the Padres, I think. Looking back at it, we both had – I mean, I had the Mets as the most winningest team in all of baseball, and they currently are doing really bad, by the way. I mean,
I remember how much they were complaining about how much money they spent.
Wanting that out of a $500 million baseball club. But I think that just, goes to show how hard this sport can be.
Sleepy, I have more hot takes than Colt never will.
Just be baseball sometimes. You can't necessarily guarantee by
he couldn't out hot take me.
I think that we just need to start.
That's why he blocked me.
Where we think these teams are going to end up at the end of the season. We'll start with the National League, and of course, we'll end with your Seattle Mariners because we have some thoughts on the Mariners at the end of 2023 that might shock you. So, Joe, the NL West. What are you thinking right now for the NL West?
Are we talking about like contenders and pretenders kind of a vibe? The Dodgers, definitely contenders. I'm a little worried about Arizona because they were in first for a while, and I think maybe they're starting to come down back to earth a little bit. They are the second wild card right now, right behind the Miami Marlins. But 52, they're tied essentially with the Dodgers. So they're in a good spot right now, but I don't know if they have the longevity to kind of hold on. But I also don't necessarily trust the team that's right behind them in their same division, the San Francisco Giants, to be any better than the Dodgers. So I think as it stands right here, I don't really see this shifting much. I'd say Dodgers, Arizona, San Francisco would be the top 3 in that division. And San Diego.
Man, this is going to be a really long video. I think this might go through the entire game. But Flick, maybe if you can show me exactly where that video was, and we'll just go there. Here is Geno Smith. Eugenio Suarez, not Geno Smith. And that is going to be a strike. And yes, thank you for the heads up. It's an 0-1 count. And here is the pitch. And that is a line drive right to the second baseman and gets him out. Great. Already 1 out. Just fantastic. It was a nice play. Not even a nice play. Ketel Marte just went right to him. I mean, so much for banning the shift rule. I mean, there's still somewhat of a shift. So I think banning the shift rule was completely pointless in a way. Now here's Teoscar Hernandez. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a ball down low. Teoscar Hernandez is batting cleanup today. He does tend to do that throughout this entire season. Henry at 46 pitches, but it's going down just a little bit in the last 2 innings. And here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Strike 1. And I'm thinking about just looking for the video myself because I don't want to put my viewers at too much work. I mean, it's kind of my job in a way. And here is the 1-1. And that is inside for ball 2. 2-1 to Teoscar. Camera's panning to Scott Service. I'm looking for the video myself, too. And here is the 2-1 pitch. And that is a strike. That's going to be a -3 for the umpire. Did not like that one bit, but it is what it is. Scott Service didn't seem too happy with that call. And now, here is the 2-2 pitch to Teoscar. And that is a fly ball to not so deep right field. He is there. He makes the catch. And that is already 2 away. That's 6 in a row, I think, retired by Henry. Wow. I must say, like, Henry has really settled down. But we can't really do that. And now here's Cal Raleigh. Let's see if he can get something done. And Cal, another blown call by the umpire. That's going to be a -4 for the umpire. What is with this? Out of the strike zone calls. And now here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is foul ball. Looks like, am I losing feed? Did that guys lose you yet? I'm going to try to test this again. Wow, my YouTube ones isn't posting at all. And here's the 0-2 pitch, and that is a foul ball. Viewers are going down to 2. And now Cal Raleigh is waiting for an 0-2 pitch. Not doing very well. Not doing too hot. And now here is the 0-2 pitch. And foul ball once again. Cal Raleigh trying to stay alive as the best as he possibly can. And now here is the 0-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 1. And now here's the 1-2. And surprisingly, the umpire finally makes a good call. It is now 2-2. How's it going, Jacob Couch? Thank you for joining the show. Sorry that the Trident, he's actually at the game right now. And now, here is the 2-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 3. Full count, 3-2. Oh, yes, yeah, you found it. I also took the time for it too myself. But we'll play it in the next commercial break and see where we're at. Here's Tom Murphy. He's on deck, as he has well contributed to this team. And here is the 3-2 pitch to Cal Raleigh. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And we are going into commercial break once again so quickly. All right, here it is. Exactly what the Mojo said.
Obviously home to your Seattle Mariners. This is an interesting division right now. As of this very moment, the Texas Rangers are in first place at 52-39. The Houston Astros are in third at 50-41. And the Mariners are 45-44 in third place. Yes. Then there's the Angels, which are where we all expect them to be at the bottom of the division with the Oakland Athletics. So
they're one game behind us.
They went 1-9 going into the break.
They did go limping into the break. You're not wrong, but careful.
Imagine going 1-9 into the break.
That is pretty tough.
Long with really the tough. Two best players on the planet.
Yeah, it's just it's the same conversation with the White Sox. It's just a poorly ran organization, and it's tough to see the roster construction just continue to not work out. Well, from the Angels' standpoint, it's nice that we leapfrog them finally.
Yeah, I think that in terms of this division, I think that Oakland and the Angels are right where they're going to be at the end of the season.
Yes, I would agree completely.
How do you feel about the top three in this division, Joe?
The Rangers are definitely regressing to the mean a little bit. The offense is kind of coming back down to earth, albeit Corey Seager and Marcus Semien are everything that they paid for at this point now as well. Like, they are the best middle infield duo without question. The pitching is, what is letting them down once again. The Rangers are going to hit. It's just whether or not they can keep other teams in the ballpark, and we're playing hot. Astros are going to be healthy coming out of the All-Star break, heading into the second half. I don't think this division is as far away as people might think.
I'll say it right now. The Seattle Mariners are winning the American League West.
Boy, saying it right now.
I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, here's my thoughts on that. He jinxed it. You don't say that. I mean, they can win the division. It's possible. But to say that in a very predicting form, that's delusional. But I also believe they can win the division too, so I can't really say much. And Logan is pitching at first strike. And Locked On Mariners, I haven't really watched them. I watched them a little bit. I know that they got a show with Jerry DiPoto, so props to them for being able to pull that off. And here's the 0-1, and that is a strike of a foul ball. And Logan Gilbert in the road, 19-4 on the road. Very impressive. He's a great road pitcher. Time's called by the umpire, which is why I think that he should have been allowed to pitch a little bit longer in that Houston series, in that Houston game in the American League Division Series. But for whatever reason, they did this whole bullpen crap. Here's the 0-2. And Logan's been a little bit off with his control today. I must say, he's been struggling with that kind of command. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. And that is strike 3 called, and Logan Gilbert gets another strikeout. And now we've got one down. Now here's Ketel Marte, who did get one of the hits for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and he watches it for a strike. And then next inning, I am looking to play that commercial, but if any of you guys can give me $5, I will not play the commercial. $50, I will not even play the commercial at all. All right, and it's a 1-1 count. Ketel Marte is working on a 1-1. Now here's the 1-1 pitch. And takes it for a ball. Another ball. Logan Gilbert's, despite pitching a shutout thus far, he has been a little bit off with his control today. I mean, I have to be honest. I just cannot sugarcoat that one bit. And here's the pitch. Ball 3. Not looking good, is it, for Logan Gilbert? He's already behind on Ketel Marte as of now. And now here's the 3-1. And that is foul ball for strike 2. Norbcam, yes, I do know him. He does Seahawks content. I think I sold him a microphone. I think I sold him equipment before at Best Buy. I do work there. But yeah, Norbcam is really cool. If you guys want to get an idea who Norbcam is, I'll go ahead and show it to you. I'll show you the video in just in the next commercial break. And now here is a 3-2 pitch. And that is a ground ball diving effort by Caballero. Good effort, but that is going to go through for a base hit. Oh, boy. You just got Marte at first base. But yes, I will show you the commercial after this break. Once we get into the break, if we ever do. Bottom of the third, and here's the pitch. And that should be, I'm going to say that's a -5. This umpire is just, he's been very questionable today with his calls. Questionable at best, I must say. And now is Logan working on a 1-0. And that is ball 2. There's no way the umpire could have called that a strike. But yes, Norbcam, he does really good. He does really good stuff. I do respect his content. And now here is the 2-0 pitch. And that is a fly ball. Is that a line drive? Is Lou going to get there? He does get there to make the catch, to throw to first base. And just gets back in time for Ketel Marte. I mean, this umpire is at -5. I mean, he is making ridiculous calls. But here's the thing. If Mariners can win this game, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Nice hustling play by Julio Rodriguez. I thought that was going to drop in for a base hit. You just like that hustle being done by Julio Rodriguez. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit itchy on the head. And now we got Christian Walker, the big power hitting first baseman. He is on my fantasy team. I gotta admit that he's like the only player I'd want to do well on this Diamondbacks team. And he takes it for a ball. That's going to be ball 1. And Christian Walker, am I even starting him? Yes, I did start him. Angel Hernandez is back. I don't really care about Angel Hernandez. And here's the 1-0. And that is a strike. And this time that will be a -4, as that should have been a ball, but I will take it. And once again, hit that like button and subscribe. Definitely hit the like button, as it does help the algorithm of this channel. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 2, and they are down to their final strike. After this, I'll be showing a Norbcam video, so just so you get an idea who exactly he is. I was hoping to get into a show with him sometimes, but he didn't really say anything. And now here is the 1-2. And here is the pitch. And that is inside for ball 2. Logan Gilbert has been pitching quite a bit today. 48 pitches in 3 innings. That's not good. You got to get that pitch count down, because you do not want the bullpen to be pitching, especially on the first game of the series, because you got to get them well rested for the last 2 games, because you really want to sweep on this one. Here's the pitch, and that is a ground ball. Should be doable. Here's Suarez, throws a second, and it's in time, and the Mariners get out of the inning. A little bit of a jam once again. That was 1 hit, and the Mariners are still up 4-0. And now time to show the Norbcam video. This was back in 2014, the season after the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. He does really make good skits.
You guys are so full of yourselves, aren't you?
Excuse me?
You think you got this division all wrapped up, don't you?
Well, we did destroy the Eagles last week, and you got embarrassed by the Raiders.
That was last week.
Are you saying you actually think you have a chance at beating us this weekend at our house?
Yep, because guess who's back? Navarro Bowman.
Well, we got Bobby Wagner,
And we got Frank Gore,
Beast Mode,
Vernon Davis,
Camp Chancellor.
Colin Kaepernick. Well, at least we have 5 Super Bowl
Wait, stop. How come you 49ers fans, whenever you start losing an argument, you got to pull out the 5 Super Bowls thing? I mean, seriously, is that all you got? Come on.
Well, it's true.
Yeah, but it's been 20 years. The last time you guys won, Clinton was president and OJ was on trial.
Shut up.
Okay, but to be fair, I believe Kaepernick will bounce back this game and hit his favorite receiver. Too bad it's Richard Sherman.
Not funny.
Hey, what's the difference between a 49er fan and a baby? The baby will stop whining after a while.
I'm warning you.
Who's got it better than us? Everybody! Oh, I'm gonna miss that douchebag after he's fired.
That's it. Next time you cross the street, you better look both ways. Because next time I see you, I might not be able to stop. If you know what I mean.
Oh, what? Can't take a couple of jokes, you gotta threaten me with violence? Real classy, bro. Just what I expect from a 49er fan.
Well, it looks like I'm going to show the second half of this video on next commercial break. And now looks like we are in the top of the 4th. Mariners are still up 4-0. Can they keep it up? And Tom Murphy hits a foul ball. At 601 subs, hit that like button and subscribe, please. That would be appreciated. And now it's batting 362 in the last 15 games played. Tom Murphy has played very well. Here's the pitch. And that's a foul ball once again. To think about it, he's been outplaying Ty France in home runs. He's hit, in 15 games, 6 home runs, while Ty France has been taking half the season just to hit 7. He is definitely not going to hit his 20th home runs this year unless he breaks out. Here's the 1-2. And that is a line drive caught by the shortstop right to him. It was just right. That was a laser. But he already gets out. But it was nice that he did make contact on a 1-2 count. And here's the replay. It was a really nice screaming liner. Just went right to him. It was like very routine. And now we got Ty France. If Ty France hits a home run, I'm giving you 50 push-ups on this one. And that is a foul ball. Oh, Ty France is he's just been absolutely struggling throughout this season. He's already struck out, which he did kill that bases loaded momentum, arguably. And now here is the 1-0 pitch or 1-0-1 pitch and foul ball once again. To see how bad his numbers are, batting 244 with 7 home runs and 38 RBIs. This is definitely a down year for Ty France. Like, he was supposed to be one of the dependable players for this team, but he just hasn't been. And now here's Ty France waiting on an 0-2. Here's the pitch. This time it's a ball. Does not hack at that one. Tom Murphy, they're just looking at him. And now here is the 1-2 pitch to Ty France, and he fouls it again. Hopefully he can win this battle. Like I said, hits a home run, 50 push-ups I'll give you guys. And if any of you guys can give me $10, I'll make it 100. Now here is the 1-2 pitch for Ty France, and here it is. And that is a line drive, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. And Ty France gets on the board with a single. Very nice hit by Ty France on strike 2. So he wins that battle. And yes, got a man on first base. Can the Mariners keep it going? Which would be very nice. And Chris, get your other friends back on this show too, because I would like some help on this one. Here's Dylan Moore, batting 8th in the order. It's 4-0. And now here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball to right field. Is it going to be enough? It will not. And no one's going to move anywhere. It was a nice hit by Dylan Moore. Just wasn't enough to get it out of there. But that was a nice, encouraging hit. At least Dylan Moore, he is getting his bat on the ball more often than not. Now here's Jose Caballero. With 2 outs, the Mariners really got to come up with something. Like, there's no doubt about that. Caballero's he fouled out, and now he is 0 for 1. But can Caballero figure this out? And now here is the pitch. Outside for a ball. It's been a struggling few innings offensively that no one's really talking about. They haven't been really scoring at all since that 4-0 first inning purge. 69 pitches for Henry already. Here's the 1-0, and that is outside for a ball. Ball 2, 2-0. He is now on 70 pitches. They just got to keep that up. Got to keep making sure that Caballero, or that this starter, Henry, does get burned out. But 70 pitches in 4 innings. All right, let's go. And now here is the 2-0 pitch. And that's ball 3, 3-0. And yes, you're right. Nothing has happened since the top of the first inning. And it's a 3-0 for Jose Caballero. Now here it is. And that he took it for a strike. He was trying to get that walk as if he really wanted to. It's a 3-1. Can Jose just keep extending this inning? Because he got J.P. Crawford and Julio on the way. At least J.P. And now here's the pitch. And that is a strike. And Jose Caballero thought that was a ball. I didn't think it. Oh, wow. It really should have been a ball. So that's going to be back to a -5 for the umpire in terms of the strike zone. -5. Not good for the umpire. It's now 3-2. He's really got to extend this inning. He's really got to keep it going because 4 runs, knowing the Mariners, just isn't going to be enough for him. 73 pitches for Henry. It's going to be pitch number 74. And here's the 3-2 and a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. There has been only 1 hit, and the Mariners failed to score once again. This could be troubling. And now back to the NorbCam video.
I'm out. It's time to watch the Seahawks put a dog out of its misery. Hey, lucky penny. Yes, hi. I'd like to report a car pedestrian accident. Oh, hey, no. Take your time. It's just a 49er fan.
I heard that! Ow!
Yep, that was NorbCam. He does make those videos. They're pretty good videos, so you should give him a sub. He does really make good content. The umpires are support. No, I don't buy into that conspiracy. It's just he sees what we don't see. Sometimes computers wrong could be, but it's about how the Mariners respond. It's about how they go around it. It's not about blaming umpires for this loss. Because if it really was the umpire's fault, then they must be really good at their jobs on screwing over the Mariners over the last 21 years. But what it really was is just bad management. And the Mariners still don't really have a good management to begin with, especially with a cheap owner named John Stanton, which is why this whole Shohei Ohtani thing should be put to bed. Hello, Animal Sanctuary. Thank you for joining the show. And they're still dwelling about the first inning. Root Sports does. But Mariners haven't scored since, so that is a cause for concern. The But now we are in the bottom of the fourth. Screen's all black for whatever reason. Well, yep, that was some bad camera job. Just in time just to see a ball from Logan Gilbert. Yep, I can't help you over there. And here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball, but that should be playable for Julio. He is running. He's there. And he makes the catch. Yeah, screen was black because the cameraman just wasn't doing his job or whatever it was. I couldn't care about this game in the slightest, so I wouldn't be blaming the umpires. Yeah, true. Yes. And Shohei Ohtani is at 39 home runs. He is just an absolute monster. I just don't see the Mariners getting him at all. Here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. But I absolutely do think that the Mariners should go for Shohei Ohtani. I mean, there's no cap space in baseball. Got to make it happen. And now here is the 1-0 pitch. And that is a fly ball to deep right center. Here is Julio. And he makes another catch once again. He's just laughing about it. Woo! And it's been pretty smooth this inning so far for Logan Gilbert, I must say. But now, 2 outs for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Mariners have just got to keep this up. And if they do, they can get out of this inning. Let's get away with the victory, which would be very nice for the Seattle Mariners. We never want to blame the umpire. And now here is the pitch. And that is a line drive, and that's going to be trouble, and that is dropping in for a base hit. And Rivera is in there for a single. 55 pitches for Logan, a little bit 15 pitches over what I want. But now it's bottom of the fourth. At 601 subs, get me over to 1,000, or at least 700 if you can. But if Ohtani had a decision, Seattle will be the best destination in the entire MLB. Why don't you go explain that? Put those in the text. I'd like to have a conversation about that. And a foul ball. And that's going to be a strike 1. Remaining National League opponents got 2 against San Diego, 3 at New York, 3 at Cincinnati against David Bell, and 3 against the Dodgers. Someone on the Reds who I dearly miss is Jake Fraley. Here's the 0-1 pitch to McCarthy. And that's going to be a -6. Another missed call by the umpire once again. Oh, my. It really should be strike 2, but wow, -6. And here's the pitch. And that is a ground ball. Diving stop by Ty France, and he gets it in for an out, and that will retire the side once again. And that is 1 hit, 1 man left on. The Mariners are up 4-0, and we'll be back after these messages.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And once again, make this call, 206-992-4465. And use my promo code Modern Rooftop to get 20% off of your first use so that you can get some improvements for your home, but might want to book quickly because he is getting a little bit booked up. So start scheduling with him. At least get that free estimate. Could you? So we'll see. Mariners, unfortunately, have never been consistent winning franchise. Well, no freaking duh. The 80s Mariners could relate to you as well. Imagine me doing a YouTube channel back in the 80s for the Mariners. Ugh. I just could not imagine doing that. And now we're back from the break. We got Mariners against Padres from August 8th through 9th. So get your tickets for that. And you can even put the tickets on a QR code as well, as if technology just keeps evolving. It's evolving a little bit too fast, I must say. It looks like they're taking a little bit of time. Looks like something's going on. Oh, catcher just needed his new helmet. And now J.P. Crawford is going to be up to the plate. Diamondbacks are 4 games back from the division, so they definitely want to win as well. And look at the Padres. They're 49-54. We're supposed to be World Series contenders with that talent that they have, and especially a good manager in Bob Melvin. Henry at 74 pitches. He is still pitching, going into the 5th inning, as he has been getting a little bit taxed today. They will never be until they get an owner who's dedicated, which they don't. John Stanton is basically the same guys like Howard Lincoln and Chuck Armstrong. And Howard Lincoln is still a board member of the Seattle Mariners. So he still has the existing influence. If only John Stanton fired him, which he should have. I mean, I'll show you the Mariners front office. Which they are terrible. It is a terrible front office, I must say. Chairman is John Stanton. You still got John Ellis and Howard Lincoln still board of directors, still on the board. Not a good front office, I must say. Shockingly, I can see the Mariners winning the World Series at some point. Although if it did, it would be the darkest day in league history. Wow, that's savage. And Diamondbacks are hanging in the wild card. But Arizona has been struggling quite a bit. And now here is the pitch to J.P. Crawford. And that is a line drive. Will that be enough? Nope. It goes right to the center fielder, and there's already one out. And just one pitch, just like that. JP is really trying to be aggressive at the plate. Really wants to get something going. Now, Julio Rodriguez is now up to bat at the plate. Can Julio Rodriguez make something happen for this team? He's really got to do something. Because definitely an owner like Steve Cohen, yeah. Here's the pitch. And that is a liner and foul. Would still be better than watching professional soccer, I guess. Jose Caballero is 0 for 2, as if they're showing it on the screen. But here's Julio. He's got to find something to do. He's got to find something. Got to get something going. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chased a really bad one. And that's going to be strike 2 for Julio Rodriguez. Mariners are on the struggling end right now. They haven't not scored since the first inning. And now here is the 0-2 pitch on the way, and that is inside for ball 1. That could have hit Julio, and we can't afford any more injuries, as if we've already lost Jared Kelnick and Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray being healthy really would have helped this team, but he's not. And here is the 1-2 pitch. And that is strike 3 called. And Julio was not happy with the call, but in the strike zone, that was meat. That could have been meat for him. He really should have swung at that one. But now there's already 2 down. Henry has really settled down since that first inning. He's been pitching very well. And now here's Eugenio Suarez. Can he get something going? Would like to see it.
All right, guys. Goodbyes only. Don't forget it.
And now here is the pitch. And that is a fly ball. Could be playable. Right fielder is there. And he makes the catch. And that it will retire the side once again. Do you think Mariners should call up Haggerty and send down Caballero? I don't know. But what about Colton Wong? It's a really tough call if you really think about it, because Haggerty still has not been the same since that injury when he unnecessarily tried to steal second base. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure about that. I mean, let's look at Sam Haggerty's numbers. I'm willing to look at his numbers and investigate. Let's take a look at Sam Haggerty's numbers, shall we? I'm going to show his minor league numbers. He has 4 home runs, batting .304. He is doing well in spring training, I must say. But could he? It won't translate necessarily to Major League Baseball. That is just my concern. But he has been striking out just a little bit less compared to last season than minors, but I don't know. And he had 15. He had 18. No, he had 13 stolen bases last season. He only had 4 this season. He's not been playing well. I mean, yeah, we all agree that we would like to see Haggerty get called up because he is a very versatile player, but as of now, he's still struggling. So I don't know. And Caballero has been playing pretty well. He's been struggling, but it'd be a tough call, I must say. But other than that, maybe the Mariners should give Didi Gregorius a chance too. That's what I would also like to see, if that's even humanly possible. But he's been pretty much a dud ever since. He was facing with injuries. And in AAA, he's not playing any better either. So he's pretty much going to be stuck there. So I don't see that happening. And here's the pitch. And that is a strike. And that will be a -4 as the umpire is making up for it. Logan Gilbert's been pitching pretty well today. Here's the pitch. And that's a -3. The umpire is now actually making up for it. He really wants to get that score down, doesn't he? And now it's an 0-2. Really should be 2-0, but we'll take it. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball. Not this time, Logan. Not this time. Here's Jose Herrera. And here's the 1-2. And that is a foul ball. And this is where the wear and tear is going to be. Some updates. We've got Blue Jays and Angels. The Blue Jays have just won today. If only had my buddy Josh here, he could very much help me with the scores. And here it is. And that's a foul tip. He ticked it. But yeah, Blue Jays, they're in the wild card. So Blue Jays beating the Angels does not help at all. Logan Gilbert has been pitching very well with the exception of giving up some hits. But can he keep this up? He's at 63 pitches, so he has been bringing it down just a little bit. And here's the 1-2, and foul ball once again. And this is where the pitches will add up. Hopefully Scott Servais doesn't yank him too early, because you really want to get the bullpen some rest throughout the series. You don't want to you just don't want to keep burning them through. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. And that is a ground ball to Ty France. And that is a foul ball. I think that should be a fair, because that was still inside. I don't see how that could be a foul ball at all. I think they're going to show the replay. I mean, I would like to see the replay. It was fair. So Ty France probably should have jumped at it, but he was just waiting for it too long. Controversial calls by the umpire so far. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. Ball 2, and this is a very long at-bat, and the Mariners don't even have an out right now. So this is not really helping the Mariners at all. Houston lost, so that's going to help a little bit. Here's the pitch, and that is a fly ball to left field. And Dylan Moore, he's there. He's got it. And that's going to be an out. Now, if you're a Mariners fan for the Houston Astros, what do you want? I don't know. That's kind of a toss-up on that one. You just don't know. I mean, I think you want Houston to lose. It's divisional rival. Now, here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball. Is it fair? It is just hooking foul. That almost gave me a heart attack on that one. Oakland destroying Colorado doesn't, although Oakland is in the process of blowing a 7-1 lead. That's just nice. And here is the 0-1 pitch to Logan. And he got away with a bad pitch. And he just swung at it right in the dirt. Didn't even complete the swing. That was even worse. Steve Cohen, here's the thing. He just spends money aimlessly. That's the thing. Looks like there's a slight shift going on. Here's the pitch. It's ball 1. But the Mariners really got to score more runs because 4 runs is not going to be enough knowing the choking bullpen. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. And there's a ground ball to Ty France. He's underhanding it to Gilbert, and that is 2 outs for the Seattle Mariners. As Logan Gilbert's been pitching pretty well so far. For the owners, it's also dependent on your general manager too. Like if you have a good owner with Jerry Dipoto, he could easily be one of the best GMs in baseball. 4-13 record incoming for the Houston Texans. Well, this ain't football, but I'll be covering some football games with Jay Trident throughout the season, so that'll be some fun. It'll be a blast. Now you got Ketel Marte, the former Mariner, who was packaged along with Taijuan Walker for Mitch Haniger and Gene Segura. Here's the pitch. And that is a ground ball, and that is a foul ball. Oh, man. So, Rooftop, bullpen is so bad. We should just trade all bullpen and start fresh. No, that's not what I'm saying. You just got to trade for a bullpen. Like, you got Paul Sewald and Andres Munoz, your best pitchers. But then everyone else, you basically just have mop-up guys. I'd like to see one more solid bullpen pitcher. And the way Scott Service uses them is terrible. Pulls his starters too early. He yanks starters when they're pitching well, or bullpen. Here's the pitch. So what I'm saying is Scott Service doesn't know how to use his bullpen. He pulls his starters a little too early when they're pitching well. And on top of that, he also yanks bullpen pitchers when they're pitching well. Here's the 1-1. And that is a ground ball, and that's going to be another base hit. Logan's been giving up quite a bit of hits today. And Ketel Marte gets in. It's 2 outs. Jose Caballero's been a little bit busy today. And once again, in case if you haven't done so yet, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And hit that like button too, as it really does help the algorithm of this channel. The White Sox looks like they won the White Sox liquidation sale. I'd like that. And now here's the pitch. And that is a ground ball to Caballero. He's got it. The throw to first base, and it's in time. And the Mariners get out of that inning once again. I got to do it now. I don't have time for the music. But I think this is a good way to describe the Chicago White Sox right now. Looking for a toilet paper video where people are buying toilet paper. All right, I think I got it. So this is the perfect way to describe the Chicago White Sox. And this was during a pandemic. Nobody's socially distancing, which is why I thought the rules were stupid. Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe the Chicago White Sox because they are stocking up on prospects just like as if they are stocking up on toilet paper. So now they're showing the Julio video, comparing him to Ken Griffey Jr. I guess they're comparing him to the greats, I guess. But, yep. They were stocking up on toilet paper. That's what the White Sox are doing. They're stocking up on the prospects. And now we're back from the break. We got Logan Gilbert, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts so far. Been pitching very well. And hopefully the Mariners can get something going out of this one. Everything must go. I like that. And now here is the pitch to Teoscar, and that is outside for a ball. And looks like, who do we got here? Is that Henry, still lefty? Yep, he's still pitching. He's been pitching very well since the first inning. Here's the 1-0, and he watches it for a strike. But man, Teo's really got to – it was definitely in the zone, but Teo's really got to step up. We really got to get something going. I don't want to just stay at 4 runs. It's just not enough. Here's the pitch, and that is outside for a ball. That is going to be a 2-1 count for Teoscar Hernandez. But can the Mariners keep extending, which I would love to see them do, because what they're doing is just not enough. And here is the 2-1 pitch, and that is outside for a ball, 3-1. Let's get Teoscar on base at least and get some damage going on the offensive end. It's a 3-1 count for Teoscar Hernandez from Henry. And here is the 3-1 pitch on the way, and it's a foul ball. And that's going to be a full count, 3-2. Mariners, they've been disturbingly quiet. Now here is Tacoma. They lead 6-0 in the 4th inning. All Rainier's runs on 4 home runs. Wow. And now here is the 3-2 pitch to Teo, and that is foul ball once again. Minnesota, after playing Seattle, now finds themselves in extra inning games against the hapless Kansas City Royals. So there's a little bit of a meltdown going on. Yeah, the Twins are definitely demoralized as they didn't even win a series against the Mariners this season. Now got some activity in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. Hopefully the Mariners don't have any activity in the bullpen for themselves. And now here is the 3-2 pitch to Teo, and he reached it. And well, I guess it would have been in the strike zone anyway, knowing that this umpire does make the questionable calls. And now we're looking at a 3-2 count. All right, here's Teo. Here's the 3-2. And just a lazy swing and a miss. And Teo nearly threw his bat. You know your sellers when your own commentary is calling the team when they're broadcasting for sellers. Oh, okay. And I will say this. We got Cal Raleigh up to the plate. And at this point, each time the Mariners score a run, I'm going to do 25 push-ups at each commercial break because this is how bad this offense is right now. Here's the one. Oh, and Ty France barely kicked it. Swung at a bad one. Just caught me off guard. And we're already on 2 outs. And just be warned, I'm going to play a commercial because I really got to rest my voice. I just don't want to keep talking. I'm sorry, guys, but if you don't want me to play the commercials, the fee is $50 for the rest of the game, $5 for each inning portion. And that is a line drive base hit to left field. What a hit by Tom Murphy. He has been one of the best hitters on this offense. I think he is almost the best hitter on this offense right now. So now we got a man on first base. Tom Murphy has been hitting very well. That was a nice screaming liner. Now here's Ty France. If he gets an RBI out of this one, I'm doing 25. Home run is 50. Cheaper just to mute the commercial. Just wow. Wow, Flick. Meanwhile, Baltimore, after playing Seattle, find themselves in a scoreless draw with the New York Yankees. Yeah, you want the Yankees to lose that one. And now they're calling for time. Tom Murphy having a little bit laugh with his first base coach. At this point, I think I'm just going to check some things. I'm at 602 subs right now. Thank you very much. And I am not going to go to the whole Barry Bonds showing off showboating anymore. I feel like that's a jinx. I'm not even going to do it for the 700. Now here's Ty France. And that is a foul ball. And once again, if Ty France can get me, if Ty France gets an RBI out of this inning, I will do 25 push-ups and 50 push-ups if it's a home run. And Judge is off the IL. Great. It's going to be wild. Here's the 1-1. Foul ball. Oh. Aaron Judge back from the IL. Yordan Alvarez back from the IL. Jose Altuve back from the IL. Mariners really got to make a move in that trade deadline. They cannot go stand pat. And now here is the 1-2 pitch for Ty France. And here it is. And that is a fly ball, and that's not going to get it done at all. He's there. He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. And once again, the Mariners leave a man stranded. And that's going to be 4-0 Mariners, and we will go into commercial break. We will be back right after these messages.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardy siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Once again, call 206-992-4465 or use this promo code Modern Rooftop. You get 20% off of your first use. And now they're still on commercial break right now. So, man, what else can I do on YouTube to burn some time? If you guys can help me burn some time, because I already showed you my softball videos. Well, I guess I can show you this. So here's a quick YouTube short that I will show of myself. Recent videos I have made. Should the Mariners sell at the trade deadline? Absolutely not. And here are reasons. And yes, we have heard that Paul Sewald may be traded or Teoscar Hernandez, but what kind of value are you going to get out of them that are in their expiring contracts? We don't need another Kendall Graveman trade. Also, the Mariners have been 5-2 since the Kelenic injury, so there is momentum. And on top of that, the Mariners have the lightest schedule out of all wildcard contenders for the rest of the season. Yeah, so don't sell and don't stand pat. Yes, look at the switch. You did well. You did a lot. So I appreciate that. And I got bottom of the sixth, 75 pitches for Logan. And here is a ground ball, and that is going to be foul. Man. And we got Christian Walker, who has not helped my fantasy team at all. Let's take a look and see how he is doing for my team. Christian Walker is at 0 points right now. And now here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Okay, then. Who do you hope will sell that isn't currently? I don't know. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to hurt my fantasy team a little bit. I'm up 50 right now, but it may not last because my team is just streaking too hard, and it finally cooled off. Nice, nasty pitch by Logan Gilbert. That looked like a splitter on that one. And now I've got one down for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Logan Gilbert in his last 3 road starts has been nearly unstoppable. And that is a fly ball, and that could be trouble. He's still running, and that's going to be a ground rule double as Diamondbacks are now on the board with a man on second base. Six games against Seattle. 1 game. Yep. Okay. But that took a nice, nasty bounce. And here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. And usually this is where you see Scott Service do his little knee jerk. And, yep. Do we have anyone in the bullpen? Looks like they're getting someone warming up. And that's a sight that I love to see is no one pitching in the bullpen right now. Because the bullpen hasn't been that great for the Mariners this season. If you want me to prove it, I can prove it with the numbers. And the numbers more than prove it, that they are not doing well. Here's the pitch. Foul ball, strike 2. Looking for bullpen. Relief pitching. Mariners are 6th in the bullpen, but with a 3.71 ERA. That is not something to be proud of. Here's Gurriel. Here's the 0-2, and that is a ground ball. Here's Caballero. He's got some work to do, and he gets him out. And the Mariners have 2 outs, but that advances the runner to third base. But fortunately, there is 2 outs. Hopefully, this will not be the last inning for Logan Gilbert. He should at least get 1 more inning on this one, as long as he gets the man out. Here's Cobby. Nice play. Barely gets him out. Oakland wants to blow everything. Especially their old stadium. Because they want to move to Vegas. Unfortunately. Jose Caballero. He's played quite a bit this season. And now Cal Raleigh's is having a little chat with Logan Gilbert, trying to get him to just calm down a little bit, as you do have a man on third base, and hopefully Mariners can make up for it and just get out of this inning. But the Mariners really got to keep scoring because Snell and Hader, I don't think Blake Snell is going to like Scott Service because knowing what happened with Tampa Bay, where he got pulled way too early, I got to see how many pitches Blake Snell was even pitching. Tampa Bay versus Dodgers. Game 6. I'm going to look up that game. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike for Rivera. Batting .292. He's been pitching very well. Or hitting very well this season. Now going to... Now here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is a ball. Blake Snell only 73 pitches, and he pulled him out. That made absolutely no sense whatsoever. He was pitching a 2-hitter. He still got pulled. Yeah, exactly what we need. And here's the pitch. And that gets good stop by Cal Raleigh. Could have easily given up in a run. Still 2-1. It was a 2020 World Series, my friend. 2020 World Series Game 6. I'll show you the video. Now, I'll show it by John Boy, so that will help because that will offset all the copyright issues. Here's the 2-1, and here's JP. He's got a lot to throw. The throw to first base, and it's in time, and the Mariners have just gotten out of a jam, and there was a man on third, and they couldn't get a score out of it. And what a inning by the Seattle Mariners to get out of that inning. And now I'm about to show the Blake Snell video by the John Boy, who has really good content too.
About the pitching change that everyone's talking about. Blake Snell was absolutely dealing in Game 6, elimination game for the Rays. He threw 5 innings.
This is something that Scott Service has done and will do.
Hit. He's quieted the Dodgers' bats. Pollock is up here. First pitch in the 6th inning. It's a nice pop-up. The pitch count is low. He's only at 69 pitches here and 1 out. Keep it going. 1-run lead, do or die game. World Series on the line. The next batter, Barnes, shows bunt. Takes high. Now, Blake Snell's only throwing 94 miles per hour. Beginning of the game, it was 97. So, he is slowing down a little bit. And then he gets a little punch hit to center field there. Kiermaier corrals it. We got a runner on. We got 1 out. And Cash, the manager, he walks out. He goes to the bullpen right away. He doesn't even want to give Snell the chance to plead his case to stay in the game. And Blake Snell says, fucking A, man. Not happy about it. Not happy at all. Felt like it was his game. Felt like he was dealing. Best he's pitched all season, really. So let's take a look at the numbers that support this. Because, one, you have non-analytical side at all, just kind of common sense. Blake Snell pitching really, really well in this game. Nick Anderson, the reliever that Cash is bringing in to replace him, pitching very, very poorly in this series. Has given up a run in all 6 of his most recent outings. He's given up a run in 7 out of 9 of his postseason outings. He just hasn't been doing well. So common sense just says, hey, their best hitter's coming up. Our guy's dealing. This reliever's been bad. Keep the good pitcher in. Now, if you want to go into the analytics, we can go into the analytics because the biggest thing that Kevin Cash said is he believes in third time through the order. The more times a batter sees a pitcher, the better he's going to fare. That's kind of the blanket case across the league. But let's hone in on these individual performers. Blake Snell in 2020, he was actually better the third time facing a batter.
Yep, that was a horrible decision, and that is something that Scott Service would do to Blake Snell. So Blake Snell's not going to want to play with the Mariners. And now Dylan Moore, he's taking it for a strike. We are now in the top of the 7th. Mariners lead 4-0, but it's not going to be enough. Knowing that the Diamondbacks were kind of knocking on the door just a little bit. That 602 subs, help me get to the 700 if you can. And here it is. Dylan Morris just strikes out just like that. And now there's 1 down. Got Tommy Henry who has taken over. Yep, he has taken over. And now here is Jose Caballero. Feed's a little bit laggy. And that is going to be a ball. It was just a little bit outside. Now here's Tommy Henry once again. And he is throwing it wild. 2-0 for Jose Caballero. Hopefully, Jose Caballero can come up with something. Now here's a 2-0. 3-0, and it goes past the catcher. We need bullpen, too. Because the bullpen guys that we've got, they're not exactly clutch material. And it's a 3-0 count for Jose Caballero. I would say red light on this one. And here's the pitch. And he takes it for ball 4. Take your base. What a walk by Jose Caballero. Too bad I don't have the he gets on base video, so that's unfortunate. Tulia Sasasopo. Interesting. Oh, while we play in Jacksonville this evening, keep an eye out for our skipper, Matt Tulia Sasasopo, who got the call up to coach third. Okay. Here's the pitch. And throw to second base, and he is safe. Jose Caballero gets in for another stolen base. Nice hustling play by Jose Caballero. That's why I'm not ready to get rid of him. Hader is also a lefty bullpen guy. I wonder who Hader is. Josh Hader. I'm going to take a look at Josh Hader's contract right now. He has a he's supposed to be a free agent by 2024. So, yeah, let's go for him in some way, as Padres are struggling. Here's the pitch, and that is a strike. And Hader's been doing really well. 0.95 ERA, 24 saves. But Padres will ask for a lot, unfortunately. And now JP, here's the 1-2. And it's foul ball. He does put work on these pitchers, and he's been a little bit aggressive today. It did pay off in the first inning, however. Man, it's getting a little bit itchy on my head, I must say. 3 for 6 with Mariners in scoring position today. And here is J.P. Crawford working on a 1-2. And that is line drive foul. And I think did that go off of his foot? I hope JP's okay, because he's already had to take a day off due to getting hit later in the game of the second game of the Twins series. And just so you know, I'm going to do a Modern Exteriors commercial unless the Mariners can score a run. Or you guys give me $5. And oh, no, this does not look good. When you have Scott Service coming out and the trainer coming out, that is not good. You got J.P. Crawford, who looks like he is in a little bit of a pain. He's shaken up just a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too bad. But this really does make you nervous, doesn't it? It really does. The JP, he is already getting back into it. Hopefully JP can respond with something amazing. And they're showing the replay. He hit the ball. Ooh, and it barely just had a little slice on his shin. Now here's the 1-2. Foul ball once again, and he is still fighting it. JP really is a fighter on this team. 13 pitches for Adams so far. And now Jose Caballero with a big lead at second base. So you really should be careful. That is a huge lead for Caballero. He checks the runner. And, yep, he really was looking at him. Just make sure that he's not going to do anything. Bobby Witt Jr., walk-off grand slam. And now here's the pitch to JP. And that's going to be a 2-2 count. Two and two for JP. And now here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. And that is a ball. And looks like Kansas City got off with a grand slam home run. And Blake Snell is in the final year of his contract. And I really do think the Mariners should go get him. Depends how much they ask, though. And here's the 3-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is now 2 outs for the Mariners. Like, if you don't count the first inning, the Mariners have not been scoring at all. Ugh, just could not get a barrel on that one. And now it's up to Julio Rodriguez to come up with something. 2 outs for Julio Rodriguez. Can he come up with something? Here's the pitch. Oh, and that And yep, that did hit him. And yep, so much hitting going on. Luckily, it hit off one of his gears. So it looks like Julio is okay. So that should be men on first and second. But luckily, Julio looks okay. But now that's going to be Eugenio Suarez. And let's look at the replay. Barely just hit him. Nobody seems to be scoring in Baltimore. Yeah, interested. Yeah, that's kind of funny when you say that. But now here is Eugenio Suarez. And that was nearly a wild pitch. But the catcher gets back on time. And this pitcher in the bullpen, Adams, he's been struggling quite a bit. He's already he is in a jam. But can Suarez do something with this one? And that is a fly ball, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Is Caballero running in? Yep, he is running. The throw to nope, no throw, and the Mariners have extended their lead. And I am going to do 25 push-ups after this inning. And look at that. The Mariners just scored, and that's going to be 5-0 Seattle. Nice RBI for Eugenio Suarez. $16.6 million a year, so we wouldn't be in for too much with only 2 months. Yep, I would say you should definitely go for Blake Snell on that one. But nice hustle by Jose Caballero. Here's Teoscar Hernandez, and that is a strike. Mariners offense are actually 14th in the league, 12th in home runs. So they're not as bad as people are making them out to be. They just should be better. And that is inside for a ball. Mariners really should be a top 10 offense. With this kind of talent that they got, they really should be doing something. They're 18th in runners in scoring position, which is a little bit unfortunate. Here's the pitch, and they're down to their final strike. 5-0 Seattle. Can the Mariners make something happen? Just need 4 more runs. And that is going to be a 2-2. After this, you got Cal Raleigh up to the plate. And I know I'm late to this, but I really got to do this. Well, no, I'm not going to do it. I'll just do it after this inning. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. And that is inside for ball 3. Mariners really should be scoring a lot more runs off this guy, as he has been absolutely wild. Sun is still up. But now here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's on a 3-2 count. 24 pitches for Adams. Here's the 3-2. And that is a foul ball. He is still oh, and looks like, is Walker going to make it? Yep, he will make the catch. And that will retire the side. And lucky you fools, you'll see me doing 25 push-ups in just a few moments. But first, let me play this really quick, since Eugenio Suarez did do that RBI.
All right, guys, goodbyes only. Don't forget it.
Stop it.
Thank you.
All right, time to do the push-ups. Not going to be a good angle, I must say. All right, it'll be like this. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. And there it is. 25 push-ups have been complete. Touch your nose to the ground, slacker. San Diego appears to be one of those teams that even if they are 13-89, they still wouldn't sell. Uh-huh. No half push-ups. Oh, come on. Yep, you're really going to say that, aren't you? Maybe I can show some YouTube shorts of myself once again. Looks like we're back from the break. It looks like, yeah, we're back from the break. Now it's the bottom of the 7th inning. And Logan's still dealing in. He has pitched 6 innings, 4 strikeouts, gave up 7 hits. But he's gotten away with all of them. Jake McCarthy batting 8th in the order. Can he come up with something? And that's going to be a strike. Can't remember if that was a -3. Could be down to a minus. That's a -2 for the umpire. So he's really been making up for it. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike. Oakland is always interested in selling, though. Selling to Atlanta. That is true. Jake McCarthy, 261 with 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. And here's Logan Gilbert with the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 5 strikeouts for Logan Gilbert on 90 pitches. This very much could be his final inning. Oakland has nobody to sell. Yep, sounds about right, to say the least. Now here's the pitch. And that is a line drive. That was drilled to right field. And Teoscar, he picks it up, and that's going to be a single for Herrera. That could lead to Scott Servais pulling him out. I would hope not. Let's not do that. Don't knee-jerk, because that could lead to something very disastrous. I've always been curious about that hot tub in Arizona, I must say. Must be an experience to be in a hot tub in a baseball game. But Logan, he is still pitching. And here's the pitch. And that's a strike, and that's going to be a -1. He has really brought it down. And now it's the 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And that is drilled, and this is going to be trouble. Teoscar, he is picking it up and throwing. Herrera is going to go to third base. And that's going to be a cause for concern, as Diamondbacks has 2 men on second and third with only 1 out. Now, could this be where you bring in the bullpen? Would you do that? Because it looks like Logan Gilbert's already getting gassed. It's already getting to him. I don't think I like the idea, because I just would trust your starter to get himself out of this. No, and there goes Scott. No, don't do it, Scott. No, don't you do it. No, don't do it. It's not time. Just let him pitch. I mean, oh, great. You're going to have Matt Brash? No! And, yep, we're screwed. Yep, I think this is the start of... How about this? Mariners don't score. I'll give you another... I'm sorry. Diamondbacks don't score. I'll give you another 25 push-ups on that one. So that was at... the most terrifying scene as a Mariners fan for me personally is just seeing Scott Servais walk out. Okay, here it is. If he gives up a home run, then you would say, why didn't he pull him? No, I would have still stuck to my guts on that one. Matt Brash has been okay recently. Well, maybe. Yes, Flick, that's really cute. Brat Mash. I was about to ask where that clip came from, and he was saying, I really miss my boys out there. I know that the Trident, Joe, is enjoying it. Mike just wasn't able to make it. Oh, boy. Well, to lift some spirits up just a little bit, nope, it's going to go to commercial break. Well, too bad for you, Josh. We need the Astros to lose. Don't forget you're on a Mariners channel. I just can't look. When you have two men on, I'm not liking this. Like, I'm really nervous. I'm very speechless. Like, this is where I'm seeing a comeback happening for the Diamondbacks. Like, if I was at the casino, I would have put in some money on the Arizona Diamondbacks on this one. Chris, don't pray. We don't pray in sports. As much as I believe in prayer, I'm Catholic. I don't pray because I don't like that it comes from the expense of someone else. And that's a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That is a strike, and you're seeing a new fastball coming in there. You got Ketel Marte, who's been hitting pretty well today for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Here's Brash. It is down low for a ball. Ketel Marte batting .297 with 17 home runs, 55 RBIs. Very dangerous hitter. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that one was a nasty one. I couldn't tell. I mean, I don't think that was a splitter because if I were Matt Brash, he better be developing a splitter. But Matt Brash, he is now on 1-2 against Ketel Marte. And now here's the pitch. And that gets on by, and this is going to be trouble. The throw of the plate, and that gets on by. And here's another play of the plate, and it also gets on by. What kind of defensive effort was that? Just 2 pass balls, more like 3, and now the Diamondbacks are on the board, and unfortunately, those runs are going to be charged to Logan Gilbert. I mean, that was, and then Ty France, just an atrocious throw. Oh, let me go back to this comment again. You were saying Sleepy? That's what I thought. We knew that was coming. And now 2 runs have scored. So is Matt Brash, as overrated as he is. Here's the pitch. And Matt Brash is losing his control. This could be a very long inning for the Mariners. I just was not for that situation. The guys were at first and second, maybe, but on second and third, I would not put on Matt Brash. It wouldn't have happened. And now that's ball 4. You had 2 strikes on the guy and you just wasted it. Just terrible throwing errors by the defense. And it looks like Chris Woodwork is coming out. Not like, you shouldn't have put Matt Brash in this situation. I've been watching baseball all season, sleepy boy. But no, Logan has not pitched any wild pitches at all. It was then Matt Brash who just lost control. Which is true. Cal Raleigh, his defense has definitely regressed from last season. And Mariners really got to win today because you had some teams winning. So Mariners, I mean, this is why the Mariners have to sweep. I'm not saying not trade Matt Brash, just not use him in that kind of situation. But it does prove that the Mariners need bullpen depth. It's a very under-talked issue. Now here's the pitch. And Matt Brash does not have the control. But here, I will say this. When you play a National League team, you better be sweeping them. You cannot afford to lose in the National Leagues. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Man, like this is just not good. Yes, I did. You don't have to remind me, Josh. We should have gotten Kendall Graveman. And that's going to be a -1 as the umpire just felt bad for Matt Brash. He decided to give it to him. And by the way, I forgot to set the score. And that is a line drive, and that is going to be trouble. And a diving effort by Dylan Moore, and that will not – and he comes up empty, but at least the damage is still limited. And I'm telling you, if Logan Gilbert was still pitching, hot take, we would be out of this inning by now. Maybe they would have scored 1, but wouldn't have been like this. Matt Brash is definitely done after this inning. There's no way he's coming back. Dylan Moore had an outstanding effort. It just did not get to him. Would have been nice if he actually caught it, though. But luckily, Julio was there to back him up. But now you're up only 5-2. And now you got Christian Walker. You get a 3-run home run on this one. 1, this will help my fantasy team. And 2, this will tie the game. And I will say that Scott Service shouldn't have pulled Logan Gilbert. He should have trusted his starter. Don't forget, he does well on the road. And that is a strike. Christian Walker with 22 home runs this season. And now here's the pitch. He is just wild. The control is just not there for Matt Brash. And Padres are winning, so that is going to help. But the Mariners at this point, they've got to help themselves because they could very much blow this. Here's the 1-1. Ball 2. I didn't see the benches clearing on Wednesday. Sorry. And here it is. 2-1 pitch. And that is a fly ball. And Walker was just steaming at himself. Here's Suarez. He makes the catch. That pretty much was an infield fly roll at that point. And the Mariners, they have got to get one more out. And after this, the Mariners better step up and score because this bullpen, as atrocious as they are, there's a reason why their ERA is around the 3.7s. But he got lucky and just jammed up Christian Walker. And absolutely, it should have been worse. And now you've got this guy up, Matt Brash at 14. Here's Canzone. Here's the pitch. And that is ball. Matt Brash is definitely not pitching after this inning. I would be heavily against pitching him again. And here's the pitch. And that is ground ball, hooking foul. It's a 1-1 count. But can the Mariners get out of this? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I thought so too at this point. And here is the 1-1. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the Mariners have really just got to get out of this inning. They got to get out of this inning, and the offense have got to go back and score and make up for those 2 innings. I'd like to see Ty France make up for it, and I would really like to see Cal Raleigh make up for it too. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. And that is drilled to right field. Is it drilled? But here is Teoscar, and he makes the catch. And the Mariners get out of that disastrous inning. And that is 2 runs in, and the Mariners lead 5-2. And now I got to show you maybe a somewhat inspiring video that I made on YouTube. And here it is.
I just came across an insane statistic for the Seattle Mariners following this victory. The Mariners had lost 580 straight road games when trailing by 4+ runs in the 8th inning or later. The last time they had won with that kind of situation was against the Chicago White Sox in 1991 in their new stadium at the time, Comiskey Park. That streak had just ended against the Twins.
Impossible.
Yep, just had to throw a Drake and Josh thing in there. Where are we at? Let's go. That was close. It definitely was, but they definitely should have got out of that inning even better. 8 innings combined, 0 runs. Now I'm really thinking about covering that Yankees game after this game. Really tempted, really thinking about it. So we'll see. Let me see where the Yankees game is, because I am kind of interested in playing the Yankees game. It's the bottom of the 8th. And yeah, I'm thinking about doing a separate live show for the Yankees game after this. I'm really considering it because it looks like it is a very exciting game to get into. Now here's the pitch to Cal Raleigh, and that is in the curve for a strike. The Mariners have really got to do something, I must say. We got Luis Frias. He has 8 strikeouts and 8 walks. Looks like he's not been pitching well this season. And that is drilled and foul. Looked like that was going to be something. And looks like Oakland just won 8-5. Rangers been a little bit cooling off a little bit, must say. And now it's 0-2. Cal Raleigh bats 5th in the order. He has a 2-run double. Now here's the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. 1-2. Here's Cal Raleigh, 1-2. And that is line drive. And that is a base hit. And could that be a double for Cal Raleigh? He is running to second and the throw to second. And he is standing up with a double. And look at that. A's are 29-76. Kansas City 30-75. Yes, and Cal Raleigh does make up for that error. But he's got to score the run to really make up for it. Now, let me ask you guys this. I'm really thinking about doing a separate live show for the Yankees game, maybe to attract new Yankee fans. So thinking about doing that. And then here's a ground ball to Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy hit it, and that is out. And Cal Raleigh is not going anywhere. And yes, Frias with a 7.45 ERA. You really got to take advantage of that. Thinking about putting the Yankees game on my phone right now because I do have the MLB app. Yep, Tom Murphy, as aggressive he has been, it just was not enough. And here's Ty France. And he ticked it. So that's going to be a strike. Got the Yankees game on right now. Alexa, turn on the lights.
Okay.
And here's the pitch. And that's a foul ball for Ty France. And once again, if Ty France gets an RBI out of this, it'll be 25 push-ups. If it is a home run, it'll be 50. Super chat Penny, huh? Isn't that nice of you? For what? Like what for what? What do you mean? Explain. And now here is Ty France 0-2, and that is line drive, and that is a base hit that went right through Ty France. And very interestingly, the two guys that got on base were the same guys that made the error, so they are really trying to make up for it. Alexa, turn the lights blue.
Okay.
Well, flick of the switch. Why don't you test it and see what you can do? See what you can do. Why don't you see for yourself and see if you can do a super donate or something. I don't know. Or just give me the bare minimum. And now we got Mike Ford up to bat. And looks like that could be it for Frias, as he has seen enough. I mean, come on. Why are you making him? Why are you pulling him out? You shouldn't pull him out. Don't pull him out. Hey, just remember, this is the conversations like this. Hey, just remember, it's the Mariners offense. They can't score for shit. So, yeah, just relax, man. You've got this. It's the Mariners. They won't score anything. Isn't that nice of you, Flick? Finally giving some kind of money, huh? I don't see it on my end. And now Mike Ford. He's got batting .238 with 11 home runs in 44 games. He has just been hitting. He's been sensational for this team, with the exception of that batting average. And here's the pitch, and that is ball. Got to at least have it go in the outfield to get some run scoring. Your presence is it, isn't it? Here's the pitch, and that is a foul ball. It's top of the 8th, 5-2. I'm at 602 subs. Hit that sub button, hit the like button in case if you haven't. And here's Mike Ford. He's batting .238, 11 home runs. I already said that before. And here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. And Sleepy gives me $1. Thank you very much for that $1. It means a lot when you give the dollar. Do 50 push-ups if we win. Deal. If the Mariners win, I'll do 50 push-ups. Now here's the pitch to Mike Ford, and that is down low for ball 2. And the thing is, I'm thinking about going to the Yankees game. Thinking about doing live. I'm not sure yet. I also got to make some cuts on these videos too, you know. And here is the 2-2, 2-2. Now it's 3-2, which would load the bases. But I would like to see Mike Ford get something out of this one. I mean, imagine if he hit a 3-run home run. I thought it was $2, but now I guess it's $1. $1 is $1. Mike Ford is working on a 3-2. And here's the 3-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. If you can't score against a 7 ERA guy, I don't know what to say. Cincinnati. Okay. But yes, flick of the switch. I definitely love the bare minimum that you're giving me, which is showing up. And oh boy, looks like Colton Wong is up. If Colton Wong gets something, how many push-ups do you think that is worth if he gets an RBI? I would say it's 30. If Colton Wong gets anything out of this. If it goes to strike 2, I'll turn it to 50. If it's strike 2, I'll make it 50. 50 for every RBI. That's cute. Here's the pitch. And that is fly ball, and that is not going to do it. He is there. He makes the catch. And that will retire the side. I'm so frustrated that I got to do this.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Once again, give that number a call and then give me that promo code. Modern Rooftop, get 20% off your first use. And National League Scott Service allowed a run, load the bases. Against the Dodgers, I will say, huh? Felix Bautista is pitching, which will help. Wow. He is 0.92 ERA. That's the other game that is going on right now for the Baltimore Orioles. But it's going to be the bottom of the 8th. And the Mariners couldn't even come up with a run with 2 men on board. You pinch hit Colton Wong, which made absolutely no sense. I don't even know what you were trying to do on that one. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Actually, Dave Roberts is actually Scott Service on steroids. I will say this. Scott Service makes Dave Roberts look like Tommy Lasorda. That's all I'm going to say. Now you got Andres Munoz, which was expected that you don't leave Matt Brash in, but I am very concerned because Munoz has not exactly been clutch this season for the Mariners. And looks like we got Cade Marlowe in left field as Dylan Moore will be done. You got Colton Wong, who will take over for Jose Caballero. I don't know if he can go worse than Scott Service. I don't know. And there is a fly ball to right field. This could be a trouble, is it? Nope. Teoscar makes the catch, and there's already one down. How about that? Just in one pitch, already got one out. I would think that Paul Sewald is going to be available, unfortunately. Was hoping that he got an extra day of rest. Now here is Andres Munoz. And that is a strike, and now that is all back down to 0 as the umpire has made up for 5 bad calls throughout this entire game. Here's the 0-1, and that is a swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count. And now here is the 0-2. And he swings and misses, strike 3. It was a check swing, but he gets himself out of it. And it's 2 outs for the Mariners. I mean, maybe you have Munoz pitch one more inning because he's on fire. Padres leading 7-0. And it's 4 outs to go. And now here is the pitch. And that is a ball. Not this time. Not going to get away with all of them, I must say. Yep, I'm watching that Yankees game right now myself, too. Now here's the 1-0. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that's going to be a 1-1 count. Munoz, he's ready. Here's the 1-1. And that's going to be another ball. And this Yankees game is still ongoing. It is now 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning with Bautista. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Munoz got away with a bad, questionable pitch. Okay, my hat is kind of uncomfortable right now. It's all soreness or something like that. And now 2-2 for Munoz. And here it is to McCarthy. And that's ball 3. 3-2 full count. As there is a 1-0 count on Billy McKinney. Looking at the Yankees game right now. And now here is Jake McCarthy. And now here is the 3-2 pitch. And he will walk, and that is ball 4. Take your base. And looks like we're going to be in for another possibly disastrous bullpen meltdown. And this is something you don't want to see if you're a Mariners fan. And now you've got the base runner has been in every single inning tonight. So Diamondbacks at least have been knocking the door. Munoz badly needs a third pitch. That is absolutely agreeable. Here's the pitch. And that is drilled. And is that going to go over? Nope, it won't. And they get away with it. And that will retire the side. There was one man on. And the Diamondbacks came up with nothing. Going into the top of the 9th inning. And now I got to change my banner a little bit. It's going to be top of the 9th. It's just fastball and slider for him. Yep, I would agree. And looks like Baltimore just got out of their inning. It was a nice swing and a miss. Bautista has been just amazing this season. Let me see how Bautista's doing for my team right now. Looking at my matchups. Just want to see where Felix Bautista has 5 points for me. In the commercial break, of course. Yep, and there's Stephen Curry on the commercial. I'm just breathing a little bit. Yes, it is. And now we're back from the break. Can the Mariners come up with some insurance run? Because knowing the Mariners, 5-2 just isn't enough. It really isn't. And hopefully the Mariners can come up with something. It's got J.P. Crawford top of the lineup, so there is an opportunity for the Mariners to make up for something, especially that disastrous inning where they gave up the 2 runs. Frias is still on the mound, amazingly. Here's the 1-0, and now it's going to be a 2-0. And for the Yankees, got Tommy Kahlin in the game. Here's JP. It's now a 2-0 count. And now here is the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Two and one. Now here it is, the 2-1. And that's going to be a 3-1 count. JP is ahead of the count. He is 1 for 4 today. Hasn't been playing particularly well, with the exception of leadoff. And here's the pitch, And that is ball 4, take your base. And J.P. Crawford is now at first base with a walk. Mariners' upcoming schedule, you got the Boston Red Sox and the Angels. It's going to be a tough week for the Seattle Mariners. Getting 2 out of 3 on each of them, or 3 out of 4, will be very ideal. But we'll see how the Mariners can step up. You got Adley Rutschman. He's got a hit so far. And here is Julio. And he takes it for a ball. It is inside. And I think if he gets one more man on the base, or if he gives up a run, I don't think he's going to pitch anymore. And now here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Strike 1. Julio, he's getting ready, getting settled. And now here's the 1-1, and that is ball 2. Man, I really need water. I'm really starting to lose my voice. It's 2-1 for Julio Rodriguez. Can he hit a home run? That would be really nice. Here's the pitch. And that is a line drive. Is it going in the gap? And yes, it's going to drop. That should at least get into third base. And Julio will be standing up for a double. And that's going to be no outs. And if I were the Diamondbacks, I would intentionally walk Eugenio Suarez, knowing their luck with the bases loaded. Julio with a nice little gapper. That was a nice double. And the Yankees game is at 1-0. Or what it is. I'm not 1-0. Still 0-0. You know, I'll stay on for the Yankees game because maybe I can get a YouTube short out of it. Thanks for giving me the attention for the Yankees game, by the way. So right after this game, I'll pan over to the Yankees game. Oh my goodness. And that is a fly ball. And the Yankees just lost the game and Baltimore just won. Oh my goodness. And Eugenio takes it for a strike. Wow. That was just blasted out of there. I just saw that. Well, I guess I won't be covering live. What a home run by Baltimore. Here's Suarez. Good vibes only. Can he do something? Here's the pitch. And it's inside for a ball. Which does help the Mariners a lot. And now Suarez is working on a 1-1. And here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Yeah, Baltimore has a great manager in Brandon. He really should have been manager of the year. He was like runner-up for some reason. Scott Service took him number 2, which made no sense. And now here's the 1-2 to Suarez. And that's a ball. Ball 2. And yeah, Baltimore is probably going to be the most impressive team I've seen since the Cal Ripken era. Especially in the 90s with Rafael Palmeiro. I think you have Roberto Alomar, Mike Mussina, Arthur Rhodes. Here's the pitch. And that is strike 3. Mariners can't possibly screw this up, can they? I mean, everything is possible when it comes to the Mariners screwing things up. And here's, not so much good vibes only, isn't it? Looks like someone just got pulled out. So, yep. Yeah, they had a good team building. One thing that did help them turn around quickly was that they changed their stadium by moving a wall back. I guess it did. They went from 100 losses to just missing the playoffs in one season, and a big change. I mean, when you have Brandon as their manager, he's a great manager. Arizona really running through that bullpen tonight, which is good, which means you really want the wear and tear to happen. But at the same time, Mariners have their wear and tear on their bullpen too. Sleepy, a lot more than that is going to be necessary. It looks like Trident cannot join us at all. Been trying to get him to, but it's what it is. So you really think Milwaukee – wait, so who did Milwaukee play today? I got to check the scores. The Braves, yeah, they are a really good team. No doubt about that. You don't want them in the World Series. Queens Wholesale Store? Who are you talking about? I gotta check this. Of course, they're showing the Jen Mueller. The Mets. I get it. All right, that's great. Okay. Let's get to the game. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Oh, right you are. Get your buddies back in here. Here's Scott McGlough. And here's the pitch. And that is a strike. Teoscar's batting cleanup. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two already. Looks like Diamondbacks just may get away with it once again. Because I will say a 3-run lead is just not going to be enough for the Mariners. Teoscar has not been hitting well at all today. Here's the 0-2. And that is a foul ball, as if he is trying to fight that off. I thought you were going to say, come here, Scott Service, to bat. Who knows? And now there's Teoscar, 0-2. And that is a ground ball. The throw to the plate, and he's out. You try to get something going. You're better off doing a squeeze bunt on that one if you were to ask me. So J.P. Crawford is thrown out at home. Fantastic. JP really tried to score on that one. It's very arguable. Did he even make that tag? Let's take a look. I don't know. I think that could be a challengeable call. If I were Scott Service, go ahead and challenge that call. Looks like he's not going to, but I would if I were you. Or are they reviewing? So what just happened? Trying to get a gauge of what's going on. Mariners are making a challenge for a possible interference play. But it doesn't even look like that J.P. Crawford even touched home plate anyway. This is going to be a big play, a big moment for the Mariners. But it looked like he didn't even apply the tag. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, how do I look doing this? I can at least see the Mariners home screen in the bottom. Do I look like slide clops or anything like that? I guess I'm trying to be a little bit funny. Too bad the umpire was just in the way. Yep, that is out. No surprise up there. And I didn't even see J.P. Crawford even touch home plate anyway. But now there's 2 outs, and the Mariners really got to come up with something. Now you got Cal Raleigh. He still has an opportunity to make up for that disastrous wild pitch incident. Cal Raleigh's back on his lefty. I mean, anything would be nice on this one. And here's Cal Raleigh up to the plate. Mariners have 2 outs once again. They've left a lot of men stranded today. And now here is Cal Raleigh up to bat. And here's the pitch. And that is a line drive foul. Cal Raleigh's been playing very well. 2 doubles today, 2 RBIs, and he did score a run. So he has been well contributing. Cal Raleigh has 19 multi-hit games this season. But he still have been struggling. Probably not the level he was last year. Would be nice if Tom Murphy was up, though. Because Tom Murphy does a lot of damage, too, as well. And now it's an 0-1 count for Cal Raleigh. Can he make something happen? And now here's the 0-1. And that is a foul ball. And the Mariners are down to their final strike for this inning. But we really need that insurance because I just don't think 3 runs is going to be enough for them. Knowing that this inept bullpen is a thing still that nobody wants to admit. They just don't want to admit it. And here is the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Wouldn't mind Cal Raleigh walking, but to ask for 3 balls is pretty unreasonable, especially when you have 2 strikes already. Cal Raleigh's waiting. Here's the 1-2, and that is foul ball. He is still fighting this off. It's been a very interesting at bat, must say. Paul Sewald is now on the mound along with Justin Topa. If Justin Topa is in this, it's over. That's all I'm going to say. It's over. Now here is the 1-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side. The Mariners have unacceptably left a lot of men on base, 2 men on base, and now the Diamondbacks have their opportunity.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And once again, use that promo code Modern Rooftop by calling this number. See what you can get out of it. Oh, boy. Looks like Seawald is going to be in. Thankfully, it's not Justin Topa. Brian Wu against Brandon something tomorrow. Luis Castillo against Merrill Kelly. So there is a good opportunity for the Mariners to at least come up with a win. At least one more win if they win this one. But a sweep would be more than ideal, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. Paul Sewald coming in for the save. He has a 3 ERA, 59 strikeouts on 13 walks. He is 20 for 23 on save opportunities. Paul Sewald, who was a recycled pitcher from the New York Mets, a failed pitcher. And now look where he is on the Seattle Mariners. Arguably should have made the All-Star team. Logan Gilbert, although he gave up 9 hits, he still pitched pretty well. Nearly pitched a shutout in his efforts. And now, here's who we've got. The leadoff hitter. So the 1, 2, 3s are going to be up. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Looks like this could be a very long inning for the Mariners. Unless they can just close this down really quickly. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike for Geraldo Perdomo. I can't even say it. That would be pretty embarrassing if, I guess so. Now here's the pitch, and that is ball 2. 2-1 the count. Sewald working on a 2-1, and here it is. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. Geraldo batting 281 with 5 home runs and 37 RBIs, an improvement from last season. It's a 2-2 count for Paul Sewald. Geraldo Perdomo. And here is the 1-2-2 pitch. Foul ball. And just a reminder, Mariners are working on a 2-2 count. And here it is. Still 2-2. He is getting ready. And here is the 2-2 pitch. And it's a line drive right to Colton Wong. Off to first base. And that is 1 out. Hopefully the Mariners can get Ketel Marte out because he did cause some damage. He at least gets on base. 2 more and we win. 2 more sounds like 20 more in my opinion. And now here's Ketel Marte. Sewald on 6 pitches. Here it is. And that is a ball. Cal Raleigh really tried to sell it to him. Three for 3 for Ketel Marte. And he gets in the jam. So every time Ketel Marte batted, he got on base today. So he's been playing very well. He's hit very well with 3 singles total. Luckily, he did not get an extra base out of this guy, which you're very lucky. And here's the 1-1. And that's going to be a ball, too. And here it is, the 2-1. And that is popped up. And looks like there's some little problems going. And here's Cade Marlowe makes the catch. And the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. Could this be where the Seattle Mariners, if they win this game, they will be on a 3-game winning streak? And you would think that Mariners got to win again tomorrow for sure because you have an inferior matchup against Brian Wu. Here's Corbin Carroll, 1 for 4. Here's the pitch, and that is a strike. Just 2 strikes away, and the Seattle Mariners will win this game. 11 pitches so far. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is a ball. Still got to get 2 more strikes in there or just cause something to be an out. And here's Sewald's 1-1. And that is a 2-1. That is a ball for Paul Sewald. MLB Tank Series, I like that. Paul Sewald, he is shaking it off. Now he got what he wants. The 2-1 pitch, and here it is. And that is ball 3. Looks like this could be some trouble. You really got to get out of this inning. Here's Corbin Carroll. Paul Sewald working on a 3-1. And here is the 3-1. And ball 4, take your base, and you got a man on first base. Paul Sewald struggling just a little bit. He has not been, his control's just not been there. And now you got the power-hitting Christian Walker up to bat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yep, Cal Raleigh's having a little bit of chat with him. Las Vegas are trying to beat the 62 Mets record with 120. Yep, and the Tigers, they nearly got that record in 2003, but then they got away with it. Here's Christian Walker. He is 0 for 4, so you would think this is an opportunistic moment. Paul Sewald taking a little breather. Christian Walker batting .265 with 22 home runs, 67 RBIs. And here's the runner goes and doesn't even bother to throw in a second. But that's going to be a strike for Christian Walker. So 2 strikes away. Walker's been 0 for 4. And Walker, he's waiting. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. And this is where you can say the Diamondbacks are down to their final strike. It was a nice swing and a miss. Here's Paul Sewald, 0-2. And here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. And that is just outside for a ball. But once again, the Mariners are down to their final strike. Can they get out of it? Let's see if they can. Because it would be really nice to see the Mariners win this one. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the ball game is over. The Mariners take the series in the first game of 3. And the Mariners have won 3 in a row. And congratulations to Paul Sewald. He will get the save. Logan Gilbert will get the win. And thanks in part to the very first inning of the Seattle Mariners, where they did score 4 runs, then made it 5-0. They did have a little bit of a scare, making it 5-2. And here we are. The Mariners win the game, take the series opener, and hats off to Jay Trident Podcast for being there. And good game for the Mariners. And thank you, Chris. And hopefully the Mariners going tomorrow, they will win this game, especially second game, to take at least 2 of 3, but we need the sweep. But give me a few moments. Let me just breathe for a bit and then show the post-game show. And I will show the commercial. We'll be back after these messages. Oh, yeah, I owe you guys 50 push-ups, so I got to do that. Since I did say that if the Mariners win, I owe you guys 50. It's all about the integrity, isn't it? Ugh. I would hope so. And for anyone that's still going to be there, I'm going to do a quick post-game show as well. And we'll upload that tonight when I get the opportunity. But until then, here is a commercial by the Modern Exterior Solutions. I need to breathe.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And once again, if you need those services, call this number 206-992-4465. Use that promo code once again, Modern Rooftop, to get your 20% off of your first use. And now we shall start with the post-game show. I'll do a real quick one, and then we'll be out of here. So the Seattle Mariners have won their first game of this 3-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-2. And let's just go straight into it and just whoa. I'm going to have to do a take 2 on that one. That was a little bit of embarrassment right there. But yeah, let me get everything ready. Yeah, that was a little bit embarrassing. All right, I'm going to go there. All right, good. All right, we are ready to go. The Seattle Mariners have won their first game of their 3-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. They have now won 3 in a row, and now they are 6-2 since the Jared Kelenic injury. Now let's go straight into the postgame show as they have won 5-2. First, it was a Cal Raleigh 2-run double to make it 2-0. And then Tom Murphy with another double, a catcher's back-to-back hits to make it 4-0. And then throughout, it was pretty much just a standstill up until the 7th inning, where Eugenio Suarez, RBI single, scoring in Jose Caballero, where Jose Caballero had a nice heads-up stolen base effort. And then at the bottom of the 7th, we had a wild pitch by Matt Brash after 2 hits were given up by Logan Gilbert. But fortunately, the Mariners did win the game 5-2 ultimately. And some other top performers that we shall mention was Logan Gilbert with 5 strikeouts, Cal Raleigh with 2 doubles. And other than that, it was a pretty smooth game, other than the fact that the Mariners did leave 9 men on base. But at the same time, Arizona left 11 men on base. So this was a huge seesaw of leaving men on base, other than that first inning. But had the Mariners not had that first inning explosion, they wouldn't have won this game. So good thing you had the aggressive J.P. Crawford stepping up and hitting his double, and Julio going after that. And eventually the Mariners would win this game. Now, hopefully, I'm just going to say this, this is a very critical series for the Seattle Mariners. They've got to win at least 2 out of 3 or definitely get the sweep. You want to get 2 out of 3 because you want some kind of momentum to go into the trade deadline, because very concerning feeling was Jerry Dipoto was saying on the interview, saying that he may just use the Arizona series as a deciding factor whether you want to buy, sell, or stand pat. But you definitely don't want to sell, and you definitely don't want to stand pat, because you've seen the other teams that are making the moves. You just saw Houston make the trade for Kendall Graveman, and you see a lot of other teams trading for bullpen pitchers. So it looks like it is running out for that kind of market. So not only do the Mariners got to sweep or do a 2 out of 3, they got to make some trades because you got Aaron Judge coming back for the Yankees. You got Aaron Judge coming back for the Yankees. Then you got Yordan Alvarez, and then you also got Jose Altuve coming back from injury as well. So that's going to make the competition for wild card and the division very difficult. So the Mariners have got to go out and get something at the trade deadline. You have a hole on second base. You have a hole in the outfield. You can't rely on Dylan Moore every day. Cade Marlowe, you just don't know yet. And you got Jared Kelenic still injured, so you got to add something to that offense on somewhere. And definitely the pitching, because the bullpen has been very inconsistent. When few of your top pitchers are Matt Brash and Justin Topa, that is a cause for concern. So you definitely got to upgrade on somewhere in the bullpen to take pressure off of them and just to add the depth, because Paul Sewald has absolutely been taxed throughout the season, especially this past week, as they have been using him quite a bit. And there was at least a couple games where they shouldn't have used him at all. But other than that, let's look into the next game that we are looking at tomorrow. Going into the later day, got Brian Wu, who was 1-3, just can't really seem to get anything of winnings. He has a 4.91 ERA with 54 strikeouts, but you have this guy, can't even say his name, but he is 0-4 with an 8.81 ERA. So this is a very opportunistic opportunity for the Seattle Mariners, where they have got to win this game. No excuses whatsoever, because you don't want to go into a third game where you have to be forced to win 2 out of 3. So go ahead and get this win, and hopefully the Mariners offense can keep it rolling, as they should have got it more, but maybe tomorrow they'll explode even more, hopefully. But other than that, let's just hope that the Mariners can step up and keep this winning streak going, because 3 in a row is pretty good. And now let's get the Mariners going, inching closer to that division or that wild card. Now I'm going to take a look at the standings really quickly and see where we are at, if it has updated. So as of now, in the wild card, Mariners are still hanging at 4.5 games back. There was a little bit of help with the Yankees losing, but you still had and then there's Toronto, and you still had Houston still in the way. So the Mariners still got a lot of work to do. But all you can do is just keep winning. And now for the division, the Mariners actually picked up some ground, because you had Texas losing to the San Diego Padres, and now you've got the Seattle Mariners just 6.5 back. So this is a very opportunistic time to get the momentum, win the series, sweep the series, get some momentum going into the Boston and Angels series. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you feel about the Seattle Mariners, and can they not only get the division or the wild card, but can they also get the division? And once again, also hit that like and subscribe button, as it would help the algorithm of this channel. Well, anyways, that is all going to do. I am pretty much just done for the night. I just got to do some editing, get some videos out there. And now all I can say is thank you very much for being on this show. Thank you for getting me above 600 for like the third, fourth time. But hopefully, let's just hope that the Mariners win, and everyone else have a fantastic night, and go Mariners.